All right, folks, welcome to Lost Cub, where a lot of things go down in this Virginia town. As of late, the gang has managed to blackmail the living shit out of a nurse whose favorite side hobby, other than ordering really bad surf and turf, is credit card fraud to get children's vaccines, which are introduced in the most metal way humanly fucking possible. The gang was pretty sure that they'd straight up murdered Jane, but then Jane bounced back. She bounced back hard. And now the Talons are like enforceable by someone who can walk and scream and throw shit. But it was a victory overall. In the meantime, Brigida and Senor Woof Woof, the masked marauder, have been off gathering information about the activities of the Black Spiral Dancers over at the train yard. Yet another metal place for bad shit to go down. But people have been holding down the fort, preparing for renovations, turning a flop house into a homeless shelter. Another random acts of vaguely threatening philanthropy. Bill even has a nice suit and the remainder of a Denny's gift card. He walks in the door, but somebody asked really nice to go first. So you're up.
So anybody who's looking out the windows will see Jason running across the yard, kind of hunched over, with a white can in his hand. And he leaves the can over by a tree that's kind of away from everything else and not really near anything else. And as he's running back across the yard again, you see that he's got a sock on his hand. And he stops kind of, towards the far end of the yard. He looks at the sock. The sock is obviously talking to him like a sock puppet. And he lights a lighter, bends over, and you can see that he has just lit a trail of gunpowder. And it's racing over to the tree that he picked so that it wouldn't hurt anything when it fell over. But if no one's paying attention, what you're really going to see is maybe a flash, some smoke, and all the windows shaking in the house. And then whooping outside going, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah, Anton comes out with the fucking gun, though, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
by walking
Bill
out.
pulls out his gun.
So Jason probably doesn't notice you guys coming out because he's just loving the shit out of what he just did and watching that tree fall over. He turns around, hands up like the touchdown thing, sees you guys on the porch with all your guns. He's like, "Oh, fuck."
You got about 5 seconds to explain why the fuck you just knocked down the tree in my place, kid.
Oh, gunpowder, man. I got lots of it.
Gunpowder.
Yeah.
So, what, you were testing to see if it was good?
Yeah.
By blowing up a tree?
Well, I didn't know what
By
else.
By blowing up a tree.
Yeah.
Somebody who can talk to spirits, make sure this didn't blow up in our faces.
Oh.
I'll be back in
Puts his gun away.
Yeah, Anton just puts the gun on the thing. Like,
Jesus, this is more depressing than the divorce I just caused.
I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, he crosses over to him, rubbing his face. Like,
Jason's look of triumph is now gone.
Anton has to. Poor Anton has to deal with the tree spirit being like, "Why?"
Yeah, no, he.
That was probably asleep. To be fair, most tree spirits are. So it's knocked over. We better do something worthwhile with it. But no, I'm not going to be that big an asshole. The garden might be ruffled over where she is, but the tree's asleep. It's not going to respond. You could do like prayer for the prey or something if you wanted to try to be nice about it, but it's a down tree. It's dead, Jim.
Yeah, Anton's a bit annoyed at that. He's like, "Oh, for the love of fucking." Yeah, he just comes back into the Umbra, just takes a breath and just walks over and just punches Jason straight in the face. Boom! Wow. Strength 4, bam. You kill the fucking tree.
I didn't really think that
No,
part
you didn't
through.
think. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. That's a guy in spirit that's dead. Well done, kid. Just starts to
Sorry.
walk into the house.
Why the fuck you wearing a sock on your hand?
Commander Sacco gave me permission to light the fuse.
Give me the sock.
Jason, are you high right now?
You just go turn. You gotta explain that shit to Jane. So good luck.
Just give me the sock.
He gives him the sock.
Bill throws a sock on the ground and shoots it. I have now field executed Commander Sacco for war crimes.
Jason just kind of hangs his head like.
He's wasted. Yeah, Bill just wastes a bullet on this sock.
Could you, could you all stop wasting gunpowder and ammunition that we need and killing trees that we need? Jesus, fuck everybody.
I got these at fucking Walmart. It was like $5.
We have barely any ammo, Bill, to do any sort of thing. We need all the ammunition we can get. And you,
Then let's go to fucking Walmart.
Oh Jesus, just get.
I got an ammo press. That's where I got the gunpowder from. I'm gonna be making ammo.
Oh, you're gonna be making ammo. He just kind of rubs his face like, oh, great.
Don't even have to go to Walmart.
I need to sit down before I fucking explode. He just walks over to the porch and sits. Just, I'm surrounded by him. You know what I mean?
Well, that was interesting.
You could tell anyone who was, not crazy pissed off at Jason for that. That was just one of those things that a dumb teenage kid has always wanted to do, and finally had a canister of gunpowder to do it with in a place where he wasn't gonna take a building down.
Yeah, when Wendy, she'll look him over. Are you high right now, Jason? What? Yeah, but once she's satisfied that he was just being a dumb kid, she just kind of shakes her head. I can't believe I'm saying this to you. Explosives are tools, not toys, Jason.
Yeah, I know. It was just one of those things that I always wanted to do, and I guess it was stupid.
Hey, look. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of opportunities for us to blow up tainted Black Spiral stuff. So, there's that.
I got it. Save it for the bad guys.
Mm-hmm. You just give him a little.
The wind's all out of his sails. He's
like a puppy that just got scolded, isn't he?
Yeah, no, exactly. He was pretty stoked and was excited to go, cause an explosion. I don't think that he necessarily thought anything about the whole tree spirit aspect or anything like that. He just wanted to blow something up, and that looked safe enough.
Oh, buddy.
So, anyway, he's been scolded. He goes and gets a saw and starts taking care of the tree until someone tells him something else to do.
Oh. Good boy, Jason. Make use of it, Spotty. Yeah, we'll say that this spot where these two finally come running in, just like the fuck. Fucking.
Oh, he just points. He did it. Yeah, fucking your boy did it. Brigitte, your boy did it. You know what I mean? Pointing at her.
Sawing a tree, like what? In the
blew up a fucking tree with gunpowder.
I don't even know where to start on that one. At least.
What sort of a fucking fuck nugget Viking fucking trip have you got him on? What the fuck?
Bill is ambling over to the corpse of the tree, try to examine
Brigida does not comment about the fact that it was probably pretty cool until the tree fell over. Tree part is the issue, but explosions are pretty cool though. So there's just the hand on head, like, ooh.
Got a
yes.
fucking dead tree spirit that I gotta go and explain to fucking Jane, who's the resident theurge, and I gotta tell her, oh, it was one of us that blew up a tree.
I mean, it's not like we've never harvested trees when we've had
Yeah,
native.
but we didn't blow it the fuck up. That's gonna echo for fucking miles.
Okay, they go.
What more do you know with the entire point of us trying to stay hit? He's doing these big animated gestures.
We are basically in West
Oh,
Virginia.
shut the fuck up, Bill! You know, pointing.
Brigida's just
Look at the tree.
slowly approaching, making like big woo-saw gestures because she's a
I'm
fucking
taking my
gat.
point in willpower. Ching!
Go over and waddle your fat ass at the fucking tree and shut the fuck up! You know what I mean? Pointing at you!
Brigida continues to advance, making like woo-saw, woo-saw.
Fucking, go fucking get your boy and fucking check. Jesus fucking Christ. You know what I mean? Just, whoa.
Oh, but
Stick a ball-
don't you
all
want
of
to got
you.
you though?
Yeah, I'll fucking hear what now? Did you blow up a fucking train there as well? Jesus fuck.
I know that would have been amazing though. But here, I got you these. And she like digs into her pocket, holds out the hand.
Just looks at it like, what the fuck is this now? What fresh
It's
hell?
literally the I have a thing,
Yeah.
but I need your hand to drop it in type
Oh yeah, he
gesture.
just holds out his hand like, what fresh hell have you wrought on me now?
She drops like 3 rolls of fucking, expended film, like 3 film cartridges in his hand. And a notebook. Just dunk. Little one.
Cool. I'll take a look at this later.
Yeah, I figured you didn't want me to go get them developed at Walmart or some shit. Never mind that they wouldn't talk to me anyways.
No,
We're gonna even get them developed.
fucking Christine's good with computers. I don't fucking know.
Computers.
Okay, so
Whatever. I'll figure it out. Whatever. I'll figure it out.
I mean, I can tell you what we need.
I can tell you to shut the fuck up. How about that? So shut the
Do you
fuck
want
up,
the
Bill.
film developed or not?
No, I'll do it my fucking self. Fuck off.
Oh my
over there, by the
fucking
tree.
God, it takes actual fucking. We need a
By the
dark
tree.
room.
Waddle over the tree.
We
Go.
need
I'll
what am I
handle
gonna
it.
do with the fucking tree?
I don't know. Fucking tell your fucking Valadox friend
What
to
am
stop
I
blowing up
going to
trees.
do?
I don't know. More this ghost or some fucking shit. This is starting to walk around.
Trees don't have fucking ghosts. I checked.
Checked. And he's like, "Huh, we need a dark room.
Just the animated gestures
We
of
also
fucking
need, like,
Anton flying around the
Special
place.
paper. We need a fucking thing for the
Bill,
exposures.
Bill, I know where I can get a dark room. I'll handle it. So go mourn the ghost of the dead tree or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Trees don't have fucking ghosts.
I don't know. I don't know. Fucking say a prayer for or something. You're the Valadox. Fuck.
It's not exactly my job description to say random prayers for trees.
Well, it is now, Bill. Jesus.
Oh fucking God. I don't say a prayer for anybody. I say a prayer for that guy over there. He's been walking the exact same fucking corridor for possibly the last 30 years.
I only can fucking deal with it. All right. Look over. You sure anybody didn't spot you or anything?
Oh,
Fucking
no, I
Brigida.
got scraps for the hard bits.
Just nodding. Cool.
Scraps also nods. The
Yes.
big old, yes, head bobble.
All right. Okay. All right. Oh, Jesus. So, get the film developed. Anything else that you know about apart from that? Like pointing at these 2 things?
I wrote pretty much everything down and took pictures throughout the day. A couple days, kept coming by, checking different places. Gave the camera to Scraps a couple times. Seems pretty normal overall.
Nodding.
Then again, seems isn't normal, so still took
Hmm.
everything I could.
All right.
So if we want to get and check it out, I've got the schedule. Taps the little notebook. Got a
Sweet.
count of the guard staff. Got information on where all the even flips like the little thing, and there's a little sketch of like the entire thing of the train yard, and there's literally like there'll be like a little circular dot, and then a ray shape, and then a circular dot and a ray shape, and then like shaded in areas that they don't reach well. You got the Layton.
All right then. You're just kind of like, huh? Okay, nice.
No Scraps idea. To be fair,
That's
looks
pretty
down,
fucking
gives him a good like dunk dunk on the head. It
Yeah,
is
it
definitely
looks
not a
over.
doggo pet.
Looks over our Scraps like, oh, that's pretty fucking clever. Yeah, not bad. You know that Obama not bad face. You know what I mean?
Scraps proceeds to butt sit and winks, and Lupus like, yeah,
Yeah, I'm the
tongue
shit.
walls like, yes, I am.
Yeah, we'll make sure you get good meat for that. Yeah, definitely.
Vibrates in canine.
Lupus is just like, finally.
Finally, my deeds are acknowledged with bacons. So after a moment, he like sniffs, kind of gets up, looks like he gets distracted, kind of trails around the yard, starts investigating random, like seemingly utterly random spots.
Yeah, he's gonna step inside before the wolf realizes, before the wolf cops on to what's been going on outside. Go find his phone so he can ring Susie.
You know, when Wendy's gonna follow Scraps around, 'cause she's got a suspicion.
Oh yeah, he's checking out all the places where you were flinging. Like, the coins are gone, all the scraps you threw out are gone, but he can smell where they were, and he's investigating. You know, just to make sure, because there might be random food laying in the yard, and that would be tragic.
Oh no.
Oh no, I must do away with this for the good of nature. No, you know.
Yeah.
And for anyone who might have been watching, because I find it hilarious, Wendy did do her praying to the crows to save Jane, which the Storm Crows thought was pretty cool. And then when Jane survived, brought out a fuck ton of like random shiny pieces of change and little odds and ends and gobbets of meat and like threw them about the yard for the crows. And they have made off with it like bandits. They're pretty happy. They got double bribed. So yeah, Scraps is checking out where the various things landed. Brigitte will come over and just like to investigate with Jason and does at one point lean over you be like, you know, if you didn't take a tree down, that'd be pretty fucking cool. Kind of throws in the little grin like, come on, buddy. We know it was cool. I mean, this is bad, but it was pretty cool.
I mean, a year ago, I would have thought this was the fucking coolest thing that ever happened.
As long as you make use of the tree, shouldn't be a big problem.
He
They
shows her the
provide
saw.
some.
I'm cutting it up.
Yeah.
We burn wood in the fireplace all the time.
Yeah, we'll just start the, gives him a good hearty pat on the back. We'll just start the cords for next year.
Yeah.
Getting on spring now. It'll need the weather anyways.
So,
She will literally like unsheath the hatchet because it's Brigida. Why wouldn't she just have a fucking hand axe? And we'll at least go ahead of him, like whacking off smaller branches and whatnot.
Jason gives her the nod and starts. I'm assuming he's got some like big bow saw out there, and he's doing like the manual saw it into round bits so that he can split it and.
Yep.
Whatever it's gonna take, he's gonna be sore as fuck.
I'll put it this way: it will probably take him more than a day to get an entire tree broken down, unless it was fairly small. Which, if it was on the edge, it might be. So it may not take so long, but yeah, especially with just a manual saw, if it's not like one that two people can use.
Yeah, no, I was envisioning like a tree with a trunk maybe 8 inches.
Oh yeah,
nothing crazy.
Yeah, no big. Yeah, Brigida just goes ahead of you and starts whacking off the branches to streamline the process, collects them up. Bill, do I even want to know what you're doing besides just staring at this process like, what is my life? Down at Commander Sacco, like, why would you do this?
Bill has gotten some lighter fluid and come back out with some matches and is now lighting the corpse of Commander Sacco on fire.
Commander Sacco gets a Viking funeral. Jesus Christ. All right. Anton, calling Susie?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get Susie. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. give her a ring, and it won't be too long before she picks up, like, second ring, maybe. Just oh, hey. How's it?
Not too bad. Yeah. They're just like, not too bad. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, Southern. I was wondering, can I borrow your darkroom for a while?
Do you know how to use the darkroom, or you just want me to
No,
develop
I mean,
something
like,
for
I need
you?
a crash course. I need like a crash course on how to use it off you.
Can do, or I mean, if you want, I could just develop it for you and get you the prints. Could probably do it faster.
Would it be alright if I was there with you while you did that?
Sure, no problem.
Just because there's some shit on it, you know.
I'm gonna really hope this isn't just a series of like creepy nudes or something.
No. It's just I need to look at it, see if I can spot anything, and just in case there is something, I can pre-warn you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just for the love of God, don't open the door after we start.
Oh no! I'll follow your lead.
I'll literally scream.
No, I'll follow your lead on that
Get
shit.
trapped in a very small dark room with me screaming.
No, I'll follow your lead on whatever. I just just in case, you know what I mean. I'd rather you not see any of that shit.
Okay,
Plus, you can show me how you fucking do it too.
I will. It'll be like a date in a really dark room with like red light bulbs. It'll be potentially a very lame date, but I'll be excited. Besides, we've actually got a really nice dark room now, so.
Yeah, all right. I'll be over eventually when I fucking sort this bullshit out.
Is it that bad?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just raw.
Finally, you can hear her kind of like. Do I?
No, you don't want to know. You don't want to
Okay.
know. You don't want to know, and you wouldn't understand.
You know what? I will. I'll take your word for it, and you just let me know when you want to come by. I'll have my phone on me.
Yeah, I'll ring you when I get this fucking shit sorted. Don't worry.
Do you need to scream some more? Are you good?
Yeah, no, I'll ring you later.
All right, bud. I'll be here. I'll stay home today. Work from home.
Sweet.
Like
All
I'm
right.
a modern woman. It'll be great.
All right, I'll call you soon.
So many emails. She hangs up like, oh.
Yeah, he just yeah, just rubs his face like Jane's gonna fucking yell so fucking bad. Fuck me. Yeah, just rubbing his face like, ugh. And then we'll, just he'll sit down outside and read through the notes and all that shit, like while they're all fucking bullshitting outside.
Oh yeah.
Waiting to see he'll put his phone beside him to see if there's a bling blang anymore or any of that shit.
Yeah, it was one of those things where you can tell it's over the course of like them going in and out a couple times, slipping off to get food, making sure it's at different times each day, slipping back to the house, catching naps, curling up somewhere. But the times do overlap, and it's notes on when shifts seem to start, when they seem to end, what time the light, the floodlights come on, what time it actually gets dark, what time they go off. Rough number of people. Anything that seemed especially interesting, like weird traffic. Just at one point she's like, this fucking pigeon won't leave me alone, by the way. I want you to know I lost half my sandwich to a fucking pigeon. Just written in there in the middle of the notes. Never mind, Scraps got it. Got my sandwich back. And now Scraps has a pigeon. Heart. Like so there's some random notes. You can imagine at some point, like, it's just like scribbled on there really sharply because she was yelling at Scraps, being like, I'm gonna tell him you're chewing your butt and won't stop. You're not gonna, okay, fine, I'm doing it. Like, you can imagine this was the process to her, like, rapidly and harshly scribbling Scraps is an asshole and won't stop chewing his own butt.
Yeah, he just reads like, man, just kind of rubbing at his face like, whew.
But overall, the info's pretty good. There's just random bits in there like that where you could tell Brigida was either bored or annoyed.
Well, she's not the only fucking nudge.
things like that, even just like when trains are coming and going, as far as she can tell. And there's probably even a little like one of their train schedules, like if there is such a thing, like just folded up in the notebook. You can imagine like she made Scraps walk in and get one out of the little like, oh look, pamphlets.
All right, sweet.
So I mean, she took forever, but decent payoff. Decent payoff.
Yeah, see how the fucking photos develop as well. Like I said, he's pretty happy. He's just fuming over the fact that all the fucking shit went off, and he's just like, my mother of Jesus, you know what I mean? Sitting there.
Yeah, Wendy, she'll come on up and kind of like peer over his shoulder. Get anything good?
Yep. Closes the book like dunk.
What'd we get?
Patrol times, stuff like that. Good way to assess if we're assaulting the train yard. A good way of breaking it down, and depending on what the film gets, we'll see. It's a good overall overview of the place. It's what we need.
Between that and the pictures, you think we could
Who knows?
actually put this shit on the map?
Probably will. Who knows?
How much longer do you think?
These things take time. Gotta plan it out carefully. That thing's a big bitch, so we gotta lower her out properly. Can't just go around buck wild on it. You know. So refrain from blowing up trees in the meantime while I'm actually out doing the work, you know? He stands up.
Yeah, I Scout's honor, Anton, I will not blow up any trees.
I'm glad to think it's all fucking funny, you know? While I'm out here busting my fucking balls, chasing spirals, we just killing our own shit for fun. So cool, whatever. You know, just starts walking.
Yeah, I mean, she follows after him. No, I don't think it's that funny, actually.
Well, what the fuck are you doing about it instead of following me and annoying the fuck out of me, Wendy? Because right now, all I'm going to get is a mountainous ass and be told to lighten the fuck off. So, Wendy, either do something about it or fuck off, okay? Because I'm not in the mood today. I'm really not in the fucking mood. And especially after this bullshit. I'm not in the mood. So much fucking shit to deal with. He's just walking off like, I am going to de-stress now before I punch somebody in the face again. You can see he's going to blow off rage because he can feel himself getting angrier and angrier.
Yeah, like just like, you know, like when like he makes it like once it's pretty clear that that's what he's going to do, she kind of backs off.
Meanwhile, whoever is close enough to hear Breed is just being like, look, we're going to do this. We're going to make sure we use it. And, when these things finally go to seed, kind of glances around at the trees, looking for the nearest one, like some like little Virginia pine or something. So she just glances, points the next nearest one. You just grab one of the cones off and make sure we do a little bit of planting. Like
Okay.
Said, she leans over. It was kind of, impulsive, but at the same time, it's not like we don't take trees for burning and for building. Just gotta make sure you keep it in balance, Admittedly, that's usually on the Thayer to say which ones you can and can't take, but oh fuck it, you're a cub. If she gets too pissed, I'll take the heat for you.
You don't need to do that. It's my dumb.
A good pat on the shoulder, like, good man. Dunk dunk. Let's see. Okay, so yeah. They will develop pine cones in the fall. So yeah, she'll go about as he's hacking it up, just snagging the logs and setting them offside, probably looking around because Lord knows you guys have a split and stump somewhere. So she starts grabbing up the pieces you're done with and moving them to where you can lop them. Jason gets to do some good old country work.
He does a lot of it. He knew where all the tools were.
Good man. All right, Anton, dare I ask where you're going, what you're doing?
I was just running, working out, burning his rage off his system.
All right, you can do.
So he doesn't look like he's about to fucking the next time you see somebody maul somebody. Essentially, I'm going down out of 4 rage. I'm on 4 at the minute.
Oh boy.
So yeah, no, Anton's just burning the rage out of his system. He's like, I am just gonna, regain my composure a bit.
All right. And once you have your composure, good sir.
For Anton, he's probably just gonna drive to Susie's. There's nothing really else to do much of the day, so yeah, he'd probably just drive to Susie's. Unless anyone is stopping him or he gets a phone call from anybody or something he can chase, or you know what I mean? He's like, I'm just gonna continue about what I was planning to do,
All right, you can. Susie's happy enough to see. Yeah, Miss Susie Q will meet you up and take you inside, introduce you to the big, beautiful dark room that you'd paid for. And essentially once you get in there, though, the door gets shut. There isn't even a normal light switch inside, or if there is, it is hidden. The switch just lights up a bunch of red lights, which apparently don't affect the film, according to her. And she will begin taking you through the process of first developing film, and then actually, we'll show you how once you've developed the film, you do this, put it in this machine, we do this for the focus, expose it, sets timers. Thankfully, she's got a really nice dark room, so it's probably one of those things where she can set a timer and it exposes the paper and then covers it again. And then it goes through a series of chemical baths and gets hung up to dry.
Yeah, just watch the whole process, taking it all in.
The earliest you're likely to catch something is if you really wanted to, you could try holding the film up to the red lights, but because of the fact that it's inverse, it's kind of hard to see what's going on.
Nah, he'll take his time and wait for shit to develop properly. He doesn't want to damage or anything like that. You just sit there waiting. You can skip to other people. Imagine this process is going to take a hot minute anyway.
For multiple rolls of film, probably. But thankfully, she has good machinery, so it's the quickest possible way you could do it.
Oh, yeah, no, he'll sit there watching, engaging and asking questions about how this works and all that. Yeah, no, he'll totally do it.
Yeah, she will chit-chatter and tell you about how, I'd show you the cool effects, but I imagine you actually want these photos as they are.
Nodding. Yeah, probably.
But yeah, she'll end up using some spare paper to show you weird effects that photographers will do, like how you get certain silhouettes and half exposures and whatnot while other things are developing. Just because all in all, it's kind of neat. It's, before we had Photoshop, we had a dark room. But Photoshop is pretty shit hot. So what about the rest of you? I know Jason's going to be chopping wood for a hot minute. Anybody? Somebody?
Yeah. It's a long shot. But when is actually gonna go get one of the flyers she made.
Mm-hmm.
It's got pictures of her sister on it. And head on over to Brigida and show it to her. You you didn't happen to see a girl like this anywhere when you were out
I
checking
mean,
around
for
the
all I
train
know
yard?
it. For all I know it, but no, I don't think. I wasn't exactly looking for a particular girl. She snags the flyer, looks at it, like squints at it. I'm just getting overall info, but I tell you what, if I'd seen a redhead, would have taken notes on it. Don't remember any just redheads working on the fucking security team, if that's what you're asking. Also, why you have a missing poster?
It's my sister.
Oh. Well, that's
Yeah.
awkward.
I just
Right. Well, I'll keep an eye. You mind if I keep this? I'll just yeah, awkward. Fold this up.
Yeah.
I'll just keep this in my pocket, buddy, pal, friend. Shit.
no, I don't mind. I've got others. I'd like to make a trip into town again, put more of them up, just in case.
Around here, this little podunk town.
Here, Roanoke. Maybe Blacksburg.
How long she been missing for?
About 4 years.
Brigida tries very hard not to make a face, but Brigida is not a social primary.
I know it's a long shot, but got video of her just about a year ago, pawn shop in Roanoke. So I know she's been. No, I know a year ago she was alive and she'd been in the area.
Well, if she made it that long, the chances are she's around somewhere. Our approach just finding her.
Yeah,
Do you think she changed her name or anything? Check with the
I don't
banks
know.
at all?
I don't. She could have done any if what the police said and what we think is right. She could have done anything if she joined a cult.
Are you fucking serious?
They said that's probably what happened. She probably joined a cult, and even if they did find her, they couldn't bring her back against her will.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like the shades come down so she can look over. I'm like, are you fucking cult?
She
Really?
is deadly serious.
Okay. Well, that's gonna be awkward. And she'll end up yelling for scraps, and he'll come bungly footing over, and she'll end up showing him the thing. He looks at it with one side, looks at it with the other side. But he just kind of puffs at her. He goes, no. Yeah, I didn't think so, but I figured check. Yeah, folds it up, puts it back in her pocket. Oh, that is I will keep it in mind.
Thanks, I appreciate it. And more eyes,
Oh, of course. You betcha.
Well, I'm gonna go hit the training field before Scraps decides it's time to pounce again.
He's pretty good at that.
That's where Wendy will be for a good chunk of the rest of the afternoon. Just
Don't suppose you got someone to actually just check, whatever it's called, public information and whatnot? In Roanoke?
I mean, I've got someone there I could call.
Got someone where?
I got someone in Roanoke I can call, but no, I don't have anyone specifically checking public information.
I mean, I'm no good with the thinky phones or computers or nothing. Bill seems pretty handy with them though.
Yeah. I'll see if maybe he can help.
Why don't you bet you look at him over there in his fucking Twinkie suit? He doesn't know how to like check that public information shit. I'll eat my hat.
Well, I'd hate for you to do that. That's a nice hat.
Damn right, it's a nice hat. Dad, give me this hat.
Oh, then it would be even more of a shame to.
Well,
for
that's
you
how
to
sure
eat
I
it.
am. You betcha.
Yeah.
It's kind of like go on, go. Just ask. Just do the thing.
Yep. Yeah. Wendy's gonna go find Bill. You still holding the funeral for Commander Sacco, Bill?
No, I'm smoking. Why?
Cause I've got something to ask.
Yes.
You check public information records in Roanoke?
Pertaining to what?
People that match my sister's description?
So you want me to go to public information, the vague, uncanny valley of shit that is the number of records I could troll through for public information to specifically search for a 5'0" burnt blonde haired woman. An indiscernible number of days, weeks, months back.
Anything in the past couple months? And
You're giving me nothing. I could do this for the next 5 years and come up with nothing with all of the nothing you've also given me.
she's 5'1", bright red hair. She's got very distinctive tattoos on her left arm.
Does your sister have a name?
Annabelle Crane.
Annabelle Crane. Okay. So what I'm going to need, come to think of it, is any sort of official governing body ruled your sister as deceased or just missing?
No, there's been no official ruling of her being deceased.
Okay. So you want me to go looking through public records here for your sister's name?
Yeah.
Well, why do you think she applied for a fucking driver's license sometime in the last 10 years?
Maybe. Might have applied for a name change?
Wendy, I'm going to be real with you. If your sister was officially ruled missing by any sort of governing body, was she?
I don't know. I just know the police wouldn't look for her. They said it sounded like she joined a cult, and even if they found her, they couldn't make her leave against her will.
Wow. Okay. Well, you know what? I will give it a spin. Don't expect a fast turnaround. This is a game of paperwork and patience now.
I'm not expecting a miracle, but just something to go on would be nice.
Okay, what makes you think she came to Roanoke anyway?
You remember that pawn shop we met in front of?
Yes.
Yeah. I have surveillance video from her at that pawn shop. And I
Dating
know
back
she
how long ago?
about a year.
Wow. That is. You know, most people give up after 48 hours, right?
Yeah, well, she's been missing for 4 years.
Ever occur to you that she doesn't want to be found? And will have done anything in her power to obfuscate her trail as a result?
Yeah, it has, but Bill, she's my sister. Okay,
Fuck, it's only going to cost me about 25 cents to file the paperwork anyway. Oh, no, wait, it actually costs a lot more than that.
What do you want, Bill? In return, what do you want?
$50.
50?
It's about how much it costs to file the correct paperwork, yes. We're just going to stick that in an IOU the next time I want cheeseburgers. I am
All right.
going to go now to my lovely home office because Anton's Anton right now. And I just don't have it in me to bring you around my assistant. It's just not in the cockles or even the subcoccular region of my heart.
I would scare the jabbers out of her, wouldn't I?
No, you'd just distract the living shit out of her and weird her out. Bill starts walking towards his car.
Okay, so where are you going?
Bill is going to his quote-unquote home office because it is a lot easier for him and he has the means at his disposal to like begin filing this paperwork from there that he does not have from a mansion in the middle of the woods.
No, you probably got a laptop though. Still have Wi-Fi. Lord knows what happened to fucking Rufus, but or whatever the fuck. But
Yeah.
You do still have decent Wi-Fi and more Alexas than you can shake a stick at that have been unplugged for a very long time.
Fucking yeah.
Oh, Rupert, that's what it was. Jesus.
Be that as it may.
Yeah, you can go to your home office.
Yeah.
Let me get you a face. Nicole is in Roanoke. I think, actually, no, she's in this folder, isn't she? She is in this folder. Yeah. You can head out to Roanoke. You pass some word along to anyone where you're going, what you're doing.
No.
It's one of those things where, like, like a minute or two after Bill pulls out, Becca like pokes her head outside, like, where the fuck is everyone going?
Wendy, Bill's gone to his home office and Anton's gone to get some film developed.
Oh, she's hanging out with Susie. Gotcha.
Susie's got a dark room?
Yeah.
Huh, sweet.
I am fucking up my accent so bad.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything.
I am having trouble switching between those two.
That's okay. Remember that time all of my fake Irish accents collided into each other?
That was terrible. But yeah, Becca's like, oh, okay, fuck it, and yeah, pops back in. You eventually see her come out. There's like a front balcony. She just plunks down there with a shotgun. Puts on her shades, leans back in the chair, like, ah. But yes, Bill, your turn too. The home office.
And Bill comes in. So the last of the Wendy's gift card is dead.
Son of a bitch.
I know.
I like Frosties, Bill. You're
Look.
denying me my Frosties.
Look, if it is any consolation to you, the only reason I did not take Mrs. Wentworth's otherwise untouched Frosty is because she cried into it.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. She
Jeez,
took the top
Bill.
off, and I was like, don't take the top off, but she did it anyway. And
That's
then I
because you
started
have to dip your
dropping.
fries in the Frosty, Bill.
Yeah, she didn't dip shit into nothing. I had to lay out the photos, and then all of a sudden,
What did we do? You did it at Wendy's this time?
No, I did it at the conference room, but I bought Wendy's there. I felt like it'd be a consolation of some variety.
God damn it, Bill. Well, that explains that payment hitting, and you've got like 5 calls. Have fun.
You know, the people at the conference hall literally call that place the Woodshed now, the one that they just let me use, because I only bring bad news there.
Jesus Christ, Bill.
Hey, I'm a return customer. They love me. Z like losing his tie and sits
I
down.
thought you were using Jeff's.
No.
I roll. Just like, yeah, sure, whatever. I don't even care. As long as it's not a fucking Denny's. Like, you can tell. Right, you got bunch calls. 3 of them are clients checking in. 2 are new jobs. Wrap up the paperwork on that one. You know, she's tacking away, just fucking the joys of paper. Ding, 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 ting. You know, enters, prints, and just opens, like leans over, opens the drawer, shoves it in a file. Woo. You bring out the pictures. I should probably put them in the file too. Like, sticks her hand out, like, come on.
Yeah, here's pulls out the folder.
Yeah, she just stuffs the whole fucking folder in the file. She didn't give a fuck. She doesn't need to see that.
Some of them are vaguely interesting, but all looks the same after a while.
Yeah, it does.
Roxy's a busy
Closes the
girl.
drawer. Is that her name? Like, finally looks around like, oh, wait. Roxy? That's Roxy in all those.
Roxy is a dead-ass marriage killer. She's like 5 of our cases.
I mean, you say marriage killer. It's not like she's checking for a ring.
No. Hell, she'd probably make a killing if she had a psych degree. Anyway.
Probably.
Yeah, let's see. So 3 clients who are quote-unquote just checking in, aka, well, shit takes time.
Pretty much. I figured you yelling at him works better.
After
I talk to him once, I give it to you.
I will listen to and ignore these messages out of a sense of professionalism.
Right. Slowly pulls the headset back up over her ears like, good luck, asshole.
So Bill listens to his calls.
3 of which are people just whining about, like, oh my god, haven't you done anything yet? And yeah, 2 of them are just new people, sourcing around. One of them, they're private detectives. One of them thinks people are scamming his money.
The 2 new ones get quotes, and like basically an email that's like, click on which one of these boxes you'd like our appointment to be in.
Yep.
You know, those fancy pants type things.
Darn right.
Yeah, but Bill knows a lot more about HTML than I do. Okay, like
so fancy.
And after all of that is done, which probably takes around, I don't know, like 20 minutes, half hour.
Max for all 5.
Yeah.
You got this down to a pretty good grind.
Bill will start pulling up what he needs to start making fucking requests.
I'm not gonna lie, there's like the lean over. The headset's still like on so loud you can hear some of the music spilling out. She apparently does not value her hearing very much. She finally pulls them off her head. It's much louder. How's that?
Pro bono.
Oh, charity case.
Fucking charity cold case of the century.
Cold case, really?
Pretty much.
Well,
Girl went missing like 4 years ago, but there's new footage that may or may not be her. Frankly, the fidelity of the film wasn't great. From like a year back, and I am doing my bit for this place that this woman probably isn't anywhere near anymore, if she ever was here. You know, in case someone who was trying to be and stay missing made the grave mistake of filing official paperwork in the great state of Virginia.
yeah, you never know. Might have gotten arrested or some shit.
Half of these morons fucking posts where they're cheating on Instagram, so
Yeah, exactly. So people slip.
they do. So he starts
God, dude.
going through that expensive process.
Oh, and
Hmm.
what's her name? Mrs. Wilson or something. Here you go. She just heads over like a page that's obviously like a printed out report from like a router, probably. Her husband totally came and broke back into her house using the key and probably tossed the place. But he still had his phone set to connect to the Wi-Fi, so clever guy, right?
So
There's literally a
So-
timestamp of him coming into range and connecting with the Wi-Fi and then leaving.
so let's be real. What the fuck did he think he was going to accomplish by breaking in there?
I mean, I don't fucking know, but
He understands that I can just be summoned to the court to testify, right?
don't look at me, man. People fuck up in the most amazing ways.
Yeah, I'm fucking forwarding this to the local PD.
Yeah, that'll work. I think they've already come by because she came home, found the place tossed. I got the printouts and stuff for her. But I figured you'd like to pass on the good news. Look all professional
Oh.
and shit.
I fucking absolutely will. As he pulls out like the Rolodex of like fucking policemen who've given them their card.
Yeah, so that's an arrest warrant. Smacks the Staples button, the end of the Staples easy button, and it goes, it just yells, "That's easy." Fucking stupid gimmick she keeps on her desk just to be an ass. But yeah, you want me to run any of that while you're out? Are you sticking around?
I'll stick around for a little bit. I got to jump through a bunch of hoops just to get these fucking requests through.
I'm making hot dogs. It takes her
They're
headset
not.
off. Dunk.
They're not obliged to respond to me or give me anything, but I still have to click the buttons, pay the money. Probably print out a couple forms and sign them and shit.
Yep, you know how to use a fax machine. I've already browbeaten it today. Should be working okay.
Yeah, that's assuming I don't just mail them in.
It takes forever.
Yes, it does.
You're an ass.
Always.
Sage nod. Continues into the kitchen to make hot dogs. For the sake of a brief swap, Anton,
Yo.
you're getting along. You know, Susie's developing things relatively quickly. You can eyeball them. They're not. I mean, it's equivalently like looking at them in black and white while you're in the dark room. As she finishes each batch, though, she'll give you an opportunity to pop out with the ones that are dry and essentially risk light bleed.
Yeah, he'll follow the procedure she suggests to him. Yeah, he's not gonna.
Oh yeah. it's literally got like a little middleman room where you can like go through, close a like heavily sealed door that doesn't let any light leak through, and then
Mhm.
open the outside door so it, kind of buffers against accidents.
Yeah, he'll totally follow the procedure and all that shit.
Yeah, so you can head out with the first roll of film, all developed into essentially page-sized photographs, just kind of standard loose leaf sized.
Yeah, just be flicking through it. Probably, just sit there flicking away.
Oh, yeah, it is one of those things where you've got a number of photos. The first one is you can tell that she probably just went around the place on her bike and just got as many photos from different angles of the train yard as possible, so that if there were breaches in the fence, particularly good things that you could only see from a particular angle, got all that caught. And then it's, after a certain point, you can tell that she camped out somewhere, and it's every time a group of guards comes out, there's, a photo. And on the bright side, it's an older camera, so it's got the little, like, digital time stampy, like, dunk on it in the corner.
Yeah, it's like, huh? Is it just flip through like, all right, nodding like,
You can basically tell, like, when they're facing one way, it's them going out. When they're facing another way, it's them coming back. She may have done it half for the timestamps, but it's also, you can see, like, how big a group, 1 person, 2 people, 3 people. Most of them have, like, a uniform, like, loose jacket on and a ball cap. Nothing too swanky. As it gets on, it gets a little hard to read. Probably got a decent little camera, though, because, yeah, you can still see, like, you can still make out this many people, that many people.
yeah, you just like I said, you just go and flicking through it slowly. It's probably those, and it's more to check to make sure the quality of the picture is good. He'll probably look at it in more detail later, but for now, it's just making sure, like, all right, this is still good. This is still good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you'll be able to tell, like, there is a certain point, like, where they get a lot harder to make out unless whatever she's taking a photo of is in the light, because
Mhm.
obviously she couldn't risk turning on a flash. So after it gets to a certain amount of dark, they start getting kind of gray and grainy.
Mhm.
But I mean, you did have Susie, like, fussing a bit about it and doing her best to get them in focus. Kind of artificially tweaking on the development end to try to do the best she could with them.
Oh yeah, he's not that fussed about it. It's the best they could get. So he's just flicking through them, making sure at least that there's no damage done or any of that shit.
No, it all looks pretty legit overall. You're not seeing anything really stand out. There's not like a big picture of fucking Marrow Bones just chilling, staring, or anything.
No, that's fine. It's more. He's happy with the pictures of the overall area. It gives him a better idea of what they're working with. So he's either way, he's pretty pleased with himself.
All right. While you are doing that, let's have a phone call, shall we?
Yeah, I mean, he'll be sitting there, probably got like a beer from the fridge or something like that, just flicking through the photos, as he's going.
And we'll say that this started like late afternoonish. People all just kind of milling around. So we're talking evening. And I will switch to them because it's not like she's FaceTiming. Hey, you know who is calling. Go have her in your fucking thingy.
Yeah, he just eases up, puts the photos on the table, and just picks up the beer bottle and just walks outside to the back porch, answers it.
Oh, hey, was there anything you were going to pick up?
Busy.
Well, Mr. Busy, I do have pictures of your work vans, and I've managed to kife 2 jumpsuits so far.
All right. Darling.
Probably get a 3rd, though I wouldn't do it 3 nights in a row. To wait. I'm going to give it a gap of a night so I get lazy about it again.
2's fine. It's more believable.
Yeah, this basically janitorial type service. They come in, well, not janitorially, cleaning service. They come in,
Mhm.
collect all the old scrubs, collect towels, collect all that, take them back to wherever, and wash and sanitize, and bring back another batch the next time.
The pictures you got show the logo on the uniforms or anything like that on them?
You get like a ding.
Yeah, he just nods like I'll take a look at that in a sec. Was there any particular logo on the vans that the maintenance use or anything like that?
Oh yeah, got a photo.
Grant. Anything else you notice?
Psych ward's pretty weird.
That's where they're at.
I mean, that's where you said they were at.
Mm-hmm. Well, define weird.
Kind of hard to put a finger on. I get fuzzy in the head in there.
Right. Okay.
But,
Anyone in particular you notice was pretty off-putting, or?
Well, maybe the sheer length of time that most of the patients have been there. This hospital is it's a psych ward, but they're not really designed to retain people for a length of time. They're supposed to be
Alright.
either solving their problems, getting them back out, or passing them on to more suited.
Any girl with
That's
red
all
hair
you-
in there? Looks like she's been in the area for a while.
I mean,
But-
there's at least one redhead in there.
What's her name?
I didn't really take note.
You
There's
able
a
to,
surprising amount of patients they've had to kind of commandeer a whole nother wing.
would you be able to check now if you're there?
Yeah, I think I could do so. Just let me 1 second. You hear like a bunch of shuffling around. A whole bunch of shuffling around. And I mean, eventually she, it stops and she seems pretty content. It's one of those things where the audio quality changes.
Oh, yeah.
So you can imagine she's got like an earbud in or something. And, she starts moving around. You hear voices in the background and whatnot. Let's see. Which ward? This ward. And, you hear the light sound. It's not like heels or anything, but you can hear the light sound of the shoes on the, the nice hospital floor. And it's just, there's pauses like, oh, hey, yep, checked in, all clocked in. Evening, doctor. Oh, just gonna do a initial walkthrough if that's okay. Oh, thanks. And oh,
They just, taking a swig of the beer bottle.
and yeah, you get to hear secondhand as she's moving around, interacting with people. But does finally start walking down. Says, I need to stop wanting to knee-jerk use that name. Fuck me. And yeah, she's moving. It's like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to go back and see if Chloe's coming out today. Oh, yeah, no problem. I will be right back. I promise I won't get her shaking up any of that. And just, starts going down the hall. All right, I've got a Chloe. I've got a Madison. I've got a Hannah. Are you looking for a chick?
Yeah, her name might be Annabelle.
Let's.
Number tattoos on her too. If that's anything to go by.
let's do a roll for fun. Very high skilled roll. I don't. None of the patients have. I don't think there's a redhead with a bunch of tattoos. We have a couple girls with some, but none with a lot.
Matter of fact, because he taped a picture of the phone that he just quickly put it on speaker. Because he saved a picture, like he took a picture of the flyer that Wendy showed him, and he just sends that over. She looked like that.
Yeah, she takes a moment. She's like, 1 second. Let's roll another die. Let's have some fun. Oh, she's not a patient.
She's there though.
You remember candy stripers back in the day?
What?
It was a volunteer thing you could do at hospitals. She's one of those, essentially. They don't call them candy stripers anymore.
You're fucking shitting me.
No.
What's her name?
Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Mhm.
You're sure?
I mean, I can get a picture of her the next time she comes in if you really want.
I need you to be 100% certain, Renee. You're sure that's her?
I mean, it looks just like her. It could be one of those weird doppelganger things with two people that look really similar. But like
How long
I
has she
said,
been working there for?
I've only seen her once, but apparently she's been around enough that some of the nurses recognize her. Not like everybody knows her. She's not around that much. Comes in maybe once a week.
And she works in the hospital.
Volunteer work.
Volunteer work. But they have a record of her file?
I am sure they have something. They have like a guest pass for her.
Did you find that?
I could try. Yeah. Give me just a minute.
Fuck. Well, you know what? Renee's doing her thing. He'll just ping Bill. I got a hit on Wendy's sister.
Oh, 1 second. Bob hopped up to use the bathroom real fast, thinking he was safe. Give him 1 second. Thankfully, while Wendy is being allowed back into the house, she is not yet looped back in, so you can safely talk.
Oh yeah, that's why he did it.
Smart boy.
Yeah, no, he just let Renee go along while waiting. Probably lighting a cigarette now at this point, because, oh boy.
I'm going to stop talking for a bit.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Just let me know when you're back on the phone.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's one of those things where you can tell she mutes it because all the background noise stops.
Oh yeah, like you know what? He'll plug in his earphones. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he can keep one ear in, so he at least knows when she's back on the phone. He'll probably look over. I'm assuming Susie's probably even come out to check on him. He'll kind of lift up the hand like, "Not now." You know what I mean? That very casual, like I'm working. Yeah.
It's one of those things where you can hear her being like, "You die."
You can just hear I'm working.
Oh, yep, creepy stuff. Got it. And she just fucking pops back into the dark room, like, "Okay, fuck it. You're still alive. You haven't like fallen asleep or something on me." She just slides back into the dark room. Bill is back.
I got a potential hit on Wendy's sister. I'm confirming.
Yeah.
Currently, from what I can tell, and my info that I got, volunteer worker named Kennedy matches the facial description coming in for volunteer work. I'm waiting to see that can they get the guest pass of her, the file work and all that shit on her.
Yeah, I'm trolling through some databases. which really equates to me asking very, very nicely if
She's probably changed her fucking name.
that would show up in a local registry, believe it or not.
Look for when volunteer works have registration on public record, Bill.
Depends on what they're volunteering for.
If they're working in the
Um,
hospital, shit like paramedic stuff. And all
No,
that.
technically hospitals are private organizations.
Man. If it's the same person, then
It's plausible. Look, if she at any point has gotten a legal name change, and I'm emphasizing legal, that is a matter of public information that will come back on the paperwork that I literally just filed, but that will take time.
well, the name is Kennedy. If that should help. I think I'm waiting to get a full name now in a few minutes.
Oh, depending on the digital footprint that she has left as her new persona, which
Bill, she's working in the hospital. That's where they are.
I understand, but I'm talking about public record of this person, which
Oh,
can
no.
be a little more finicky.
No, I get that. No, I'm talking if this is actually her. I'm talking about the long game. Like
Depends on what we get of her when we find her.
I know. I'm just saying it doesn't look fucking good, does it?
I mean, I thought I was going to find a corpse, so
Yeah, but to be honest, I'd rather find a corpse than her working for them.
I mean, to be real with you, the last known footage, and we're not even sure it was her. That was shitty footage, Anton.
Yeah.
It was dated back a year.
Yep.
I did not genuinely believe that she was still in the state of Virginia when Wendy told me that, considering where Wendy started in this world and where she has ended up.
I mean, there was record of her up in the college. I found that.
Really?
Yeah, way up by Blacksburg. Way, way up.
Mhm.
For Bill's sake, Virginia Tech.
Virginia
It's in
Tech.
Blacksburg.
Like I found that. This is the first even head or tail of her I've heard of her since.
Like, this is why I don't usually take these cases where the person obviously doesn't want to be found. It's a pain in the ass.
Well, look, we'll check it out, and if it is her, we'll see if it's anything that is, obviously worm and all that shit. But if it's not, she doesn't.
I
want to be
mean,
found. I don't know, man.
look, we're not really going to know what's going on until we're right on top of it, but given these guys' MO and the fact that this girl is still breathing,
Yeah, I know.
this may be the ultimate end state of what we've encountered before. They may just be breeding something of a blend-in workforce.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe this is just a weird coincidence and she's just doing something to get some scratch for the moment.
I hope so. But I'm not gonna. I want to be triple sure before I even make an assumption.
Phone dings.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'll let you know. Yeah, he's there.
Mhm.
Check the phone. Checks
Yeah.
the phone.
I'm going
Still
back.
nothing coming in on the earbud, just the ding.
Oh, yeah.
Picture of a little guest ID with a little, like, those really shitty black and white photos they'll do for like college
Mhm.
IDs and stuff where they obviously didn't spring for a good printer for it. It's one of those. Looks like her. The name is Kennedy, right?
All right, Bill. Kennedy writes the name, and oh Jesus, yeah, it's a college ID. Looks exactly fucking like. Oh, fuck me. What college, Katie?
It's not a college ID. It's that quality of photo. Like, it's one of those really crappy photos, but it's a little volunteer like guest pass for the hospital. It's got a little clip on it and everything. You can tell it's like clipped up where they keep them.
Is there any
Like,
other?
Is there
any other information on it?
Not a lot. It's just like a name. One second. All right. Let's see. It doesn't look like there's a particular like little company or anything. It's not like she's working with a particular like company group or anything like that. It just looks kind of like a really simplified just ID that has her name, her face. You know, it has the hospital's like logo on the top over her name. And it probably has like a little barcode that lets her get into like certain staff areas.
All right.
But you can tell it's like hanging on a wall, and like you can see the edges of other ones. It's obviously a photo quickly taken of where it's hanging.
Yeah, I don't know if you can search any type of shit like that, but that's the full name.
Well, if and when the information comes back to me that this person applied for any kind of actual name change, it'll show what their name used to be, which we already know, and what their name is now, which we can match this against.
Yep.
Be one method to confirm it. Failing that, because dollars to donuts, I bet this person did not legally change their name.
More than likely not, no.
Then we are going to have to get a little more invasive.
I also have access to be able to get in to pass as janitors in the hospital as well.
Ooh. Well, damn. Breaking and entering.
Oh no, we got uniforms. We have a van that we can spray paint with the correct company logo and everything. With correct IDs.
Fancy breaking and entering.
Oh yeah, when you do look, that's the most latest photo. When you scroll up, there's like a quick picture, obviously taken of one of the like uniforms, like patches and the logo. That's like you can tell like crappily, like essentially like not actual spray paint, but cloth effect spray paint on the back that has like, the company name, and then above that is a quick snapshot of one of the vans.
Yeah, we can definitely break in easily enough and probably start getting shit. All right.
Finally, the name the sound turns back on. Is that what you needed?
Yeah. How often does she come in?
Like I said, maybe once a week, seems like. I haven't been here very long. I've only seen her once.
Make a note of the next time she comes in and let me know.
While she's still here?
While she's still here.
Got it.
Any way you can get her outside? For a smoke break or anything like that?
I could try. I only spoke to her in passing, but I could try to arrange my break at the same time as hers. It might be a little awkward. Depending on how the shifts work out, but I should be able to pull it off.
Arrange it.
All right. Is she important?
If she's who I think she potentially could be, yes. Just keep an eye on who's watching her when she's moving around.
I'll let you know when she shows up, and if it's that important, I will make her take a break with me.
Do it.
All right.
Be ready to help me load her into a van.
It won't be hard.
Good. Let's the drag come out. And he just, one. Yeah. All right, keep in touch.
Will do. But I should get back to my shift.
Yeah, it just nods like, yeah, have fun.
Later.
Yeah.
Click.
Yeah, it just hangs up. All right. That girl comes in about once a week.
Yeah.
I can get it to the point where I can get her in the back of a van. Easy enough.
Question being, do we want to?
If she's who she says she is, yes. We can talk.
I'm just positing that you have an opportunity,
Let's
knowing
find
who
out.
this person might be, to tail them.
Let's find out public information first. Then once we find out that, we can make the choice to tail or the bag.
All right.
Let's look at all avenues before we jump to conclusions. Just saying I have the option to either tail or bagger. Let's find out what public record says before I
What do you
make
want
it.
to do if we do beggar?
We'll talk to her. You and me first before we even let Wendy near her. Wendy's too unstable for now.
Fuck about what? She's probably so shiny happy people out of her fucking dome. It's going to take years to deprogram it.
You're
If you
not
can
gonna like
deprogram
You're
it.
not gonna like what I'm gonna suggest.
Probably not, no.
I know somebody who can at least puncture that sort of fucking programming.
The silence.
You're not gonna like it.
Just,
I told you you're not gonna.
no.
But
No,
it's
I'm just like,
it's an option. I'm not saying it's what we do, but it's an
Yeah.
option on the table.
you know, these Chicago style hot dogs are the only thing keeping me from flipping out.
I just said it's an option, Bill. I told you weren't gonna like it. But at this
I
point,
mean,
but like I said,
no,
option.
I don't like involving Count Dracula.
Look, like I said, it's only an option. It's not something we're considering.
Hmm.
But we might be able to talk to her. We might not. She could be so fucking tainted. We won't know until we see. So let's find out what public record says. Then we'll make the choice before we start jumping ahead of things.
And that will take time. If they deign to respond.
We've got time. This girl only comes in once a week. We've got time. We're on any set time limit here. And the sooner we keep Wendy away from the situation, we might actually be able to get some answers before things start fucking breaking.
I mean, just when do you like have to know if it goes south enough?
Depends on what happens. Currently, right now, I don't trust her enough to be in the same room as her sister. If it ends up going south, then it goes south. And it's just another missing person in fucking suburban America.
I can live with that.
But if it doesn't go south, we'll introduce Wendy to her slowly. And they're both one more trustworthy and stable.
I mean, this is presuming that we will not have to dedicate someone to watching our brand new Manchurian Candidate,
Oh, I got that.
who may or may not be set to slit our throats in our sleep.
Like I said, you ain't gonna like some of the options I have for that.
Nope.
But we'll see. Let's not make jump to assuming assumptions just yet. We don't even know if it's the right person.
Oh, if it's the wrong person, it makes it a lot easier.
It does.
Well, I'm in my house. Got hot
I'm
dogs.
at Susie's decoding this fucking footage.
Decoding it.
Yeah, green room.
Yeah.
Fucking
Put it
shit.
in the database.
Yeah, putting in the database.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
totally. Yep. I mean, she got good fucking photos. We have a whole overhaul fucking layout of the fucking place. I'm pretty impressed. Ins, outs. She even got the fucking lights, man.
Oh, damn.
So just gonna go through it some more. I think we've got our 2 batches left, and we'll have a whole concrete view of this entire fucking train yard.
Well, damn.
But yes,
What's our
it's-
end goal of the train yard anyway?
I want to see where Marrowbones is coming in and out of. I want to see where can we lure out and where can we take advantage of it.
That fucking maze.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to play in her ground. I want to take her to a ground where we can play with her.
I mean, shit. Seems like all you gotta do is moon her and she'll fucking chase you to the ends of the earth.
Yeah, but it's what follows after her. I want her on her
Yeah.
own. And we can take the big bitch down.
Presumably, yes.
Nah, we hit her with enough firepower, that bitch will go fucking down.
Yeah, let's just hope this one isn't a fucking plague surprise.
That's why I'm going to hit her at distance first, before we move in. We'll be fine. For now, just see what you can find on this is a mess.
Alright.
Yeah, he just keeps going back to flicking through the photos, coming back in towards Susie.
And you can do. Susie is probably coming out with the second batch, essentially. Just fanning herself with them. Honestly, she comes out just, whew. There's enough ventilation to get the fumes out of there, but there really isn't, like, you see in that room. Christ. But here's your second batch. I don't know why someone took 3 rolls of film of the same thing. Is this like a photography student that sucks? You only take this many photos when you're sure they're not going to be good, because law of averages, one of them's going to be amazing if you frame it just right.
That's probably why she did it.
Jesus.
Can
Really
you tell
likes
which is?
trains.
Can you tell which is the good photo?
Oh yeah, easily.
Show me.
Yeah, she holds a hand out for his batch, spreads them both out
Mhm.
on the bed just because it's the biggest platform she has
Mhm.
easily at hand. And finally, glances over and plucks one out of the lot. That one.
Out of the 2 batches, or just the one?
Out of the 2 batches, she basically does a quick graze over, and she's doing this as a photographer, just plucks one out. That one. That's the best
Why are
one.
they the best?
See the lighting?
Yeah.
The whole I could literally go on for about a half hour about composition, lighting, framing, and the focus was actually pretty good on this one. But
Like
the
you
overall
s-
effect, look at it.
You see a lot on it?
It's you
Like
can
if
see
you were
the
trying
cars.
to, if you were trying to learn about a place, would that be the photo you pick?
As far as trying to learn about the place? Oh, no, this is just overall composition. If I was going to put one in a gallery, this would probably be the best example, or the best possible example. She scans over them. I'd say overall, just trying to experience the place. She glances aside, that what you're talking about?
Well, if you get pictures of the place, you can see things, see, what entrances they're in, what are these, you know what I mean? What tells you the most about the place from those photos?
Well, there's finally the little sus glance, I see you. Probably some of these first ones. The whole round of the place, if I had to narrow it down, she starts to, essentially, she's got a bunch of them in a row, and she starts tugging down 3 or 4 of them. The rest are kind of overlapping between these.
Okay.
But this gives you the overall look at the boundaries of the place, and these are also the ones taken from a good enough angle that you can actually kind of see what's between the near fence and the far one.
They takes them, puts them down in their own little pile.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you can tell she's eyeballing over, and you imagine that some of them, Becca, or not Becca, fucking Brigitte, found places to clamber up to get a better, kind of overhead, or just stood on her fucking bike like a psycho.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them have a better overhead, so you can see more of what's between, the close and the foreground and the background. So you can actually see some of the tracks and whatnot. And when you piece them all together, you got a reasonably good idea of what's going on.
Yeah, he just puts all those ones that Susie picks out in the little pile.
Do I even want to know what you're looking for? Or like
He just watches her. It's up to you, Susie Q. Ask away.
what do you need to see?
Entrances, people, how big it is.
She pulls another one of the kind of boundary photos just for the sake of like it's probably something taken like at one end so that you can get an overall breadth of the place. Sticks that on the pile. And instead of taking all of the photos of the different shifts, snags the ones of them coming back in as opposed to going out because they're facing the person taking the pictures.
It just takes that.
And these two. Just
those
plucks
two?
two seemingly at random.
By those two.
Well, not. She leans over and like starts tracing with the finger. And you can see that in certain places, train cars that have, I mean, like, they're obviously like just rusted in place. They're ones that they were there the last time you were there.
Yep.
So this is one of the places where train cars go to die. So she finally points over. See that fence over there?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably a distance. Someone who is, at least a little acrobatic. Kind of looks over, looks them up and down. Good job. And you'd be on top of the cars. And once you're on top, there's a pretty good cluster, and this shows the rest of the cluster over there that probably haven't moved since we were like 10. So she flops those two over.
All right. Puts them in the pile.
The rest, you got a couple doubles that, she snatches some out and just puts them offside that are essentially the same groups of people or shittier lighting.
Anything you notice that's unsettling? See anything?
You know what? Let's do a roll for Susie. Because she has been staring at these photos for fucking ages. So we will give her essentially a perception craft. Fuck it. Specialty applies. So with 4 successes, she kind of licks her teeth for a second. And then starts scouting through the photos. You can see like she's nudging them along, looking like at a particular side of each photo. And finally pulls a couple sets over and points into the background.
It looks like it follows her finger.
Cars have not moved, but doors are open in one photo and then closed in the next type thing. Like
Lots
the
of
big fuck off sliding doors in the train car.
Yeah.
Like there are ones where like in one photo it's closed or it's cracked, and the next photo it's half open type thing. It's not like egregious giant gaps, but it's the sort of thing where if she's been staring at them the whole time developing at them, she would have picked it out.
Interesting.
Kind of wiggy considering there's no photos of the staff fucking with them. That's some straight like local legend creepy bullshit.
He just takes them off her like, yeah. Creepy bullshit.
She just glances over.
Yeah, he stares at the photos for a long time.
You want me to try to get that one in better focus?
Yeah, would you?
Sure. Just let me. She like snags it and doesn't like pull it all the way out of his hand. Just kind of flips it up to look at the. She's been writing on the back of like essentially which role and which negative. So she takes a glance to see which one it is. It's like, all right, give me just a bit. I'll really fight with that one because it's not the best one. It's one of those dusky. The kind of waves the hands. Yeah, I'll back in a minute. Unless you want to come in and watch.
I'll watch.
So you can follow her back into the dark room, and what she's going to do is, whereas most of it has been like the default settings with a little tweak here and a little tweak there, this one she'll actually pull up the negative, slide it in, and begin manually fiddling with a lot of fucking dials and settings, and essentially on a blank white slate under it,
Mm-hmm.
which still casts it in the negative. It's the paper that reverses it into a positive. So you can tell that she's just glaring at this glowing projected negative on the thing and just fiddling until she gets it in as crisp as she can, essentially, and with the best contrast that she can.
Oh, he's waiting. He's like tilting his head. He's just watching Susie because there's essentially he's like, oh, you know what I mean? It's that kind of eye narrow that don't
Yeah.
see something, don't see something, don't see. You know what I mean?
Don't see something, don't see something, don't see something. And yeah, it's one of those things where, I mean, on the bright side for you, Anton, it's inversed, so Susie's pretty good at picking shit out, but right now she's just kind of focusing on the lines and the contrast and finally on the exposure. And it's one of those things where it doesn't show on the paper while you're exposing it. You have to put it through a series of chemical baths, get it to develop a bit, stop the development, clean it off, and then hang it up and let it like finish, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not something that she's going to see on the spot. And while it's in the water, you notice she tends to keep them flipped upside down. She says it prevents things like air pockets and whatnot.
He's just waiting, you know, waiting very patiently.
Yeah. And she'll run it through the baths and eventually clip it up in the dark room. Again, it's like half light. It's kind of a bitch.
Oh,
So
yeah.
if there's something super subtle there, chances are she's not going to see it clearly. Not until you guys take it outside.
Well, he waits and, you know, keeps her talking to him so her back is turned to it.
Oh, yeah. She chatters away. Just talking about, like, you get her talking about the fucking fine mechanics of what she's doing to refine the photo from a kind of crummy negative to try to make up the difference. And eventually she's like, you know, it's that glance back where you can tell she's not studying it. It's just like, oh, dry. And clips it off and just hands it to him.
He just walks outside.
Oh, yeah. She's got everything covered back up so she doesn't scream. Then you've got the in-between. So, yeah, you step into the middle, close the door behind you, open the next one. She says, you know, I'll be out in a bit. I'm going to go ahead and start the third roll. The negative's done.
Just sits down on the table and, I mean, he fucking eyeballs that fucking thing, looking to see.
I'm not going to give you alertness because you're a whore of crow, but I will give you an investigation. To really get a good look at it.
Fucking spend a willpower on this shit. Ooh.
Hmm?
Spend a willpower if I can on this shit. Ooh.
I'll let you spend. I'm sorry to the other two of you. I'll get you back in a minute.
I get one success due to the willpower because Discord hates me.
You know what? A willpower success is still a success. So you'll catch it. It's one of the ones where the door's like half open, and in the prior picture, it was too fuzzy for anything to pick out. Now you can see that there's like, as you might expect, there's you stare exactly in the right spot, and you can just barely pick out the outline.
I see you, big bitch. I see you.
There's a big hulking something in there. That's for sure. You don't quite have like the ting eye glint or anything, but it's one of those things where there's definitely a shape in that fucking car. That's not cargo.
I know where the fuck she stays, Bill. In the train yard.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
I know where she's staying in the train yard.
No shit.
She's in the train cart, the old one.
Makes a fucked up kind of sense.
I caught her. One of the photos, it shows a door opening and door closing. Magnified the image. There she is.
Well, damn.
Look at the fucking size of her.
I know the size of her. I watched her chase you.
Yeah, but a certain beauty to it.
I mean, if you say so.
Oh, I also got complete overview pictures of each entrance and where we might be able to slip in and out of as well.
Always good.
It's by a bunch of old abandoned train carts, so it won't attract too much attention. Not patrolled often. If we can plan out a map, we might be able to even fucking draw her out to follow us, and then, yeah. I'm gonna see how you actually fucking manage.
Just presuming she hasn't thought about similar things.
Yeah, of course she does, but when you get her blood pumping, I bet she doesn't think about that at all. Too eager for the kill.
Maybe,
The
maybe
rush.
not.
No, I saw her. Give her a fucking bone and she'll chase it. But yeah, Bill Anton gets really weird with the photos, man.
To be fair to Marrow Bones, which I never thought I'd say in my life, we did kind of wave her dead friend in her face the last go around.
I know, that was the point. So the next time she sees me, she's gonna chase me.
She may have had the opportunity to calm down.
No. Not that type of psychological fuck I did to her. I didn't run like the rest of you. Fuck sort of pride.
I do hope you're right.
Oh, I'm right. I've watched enough of her victims to know I'm right.
Look, I'm all for theories. You got this vibe going on right now, but we should probably not count on it.
We'll see.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as he comes back out, he's just fucking absorbed in those photos for a long, hot minute so the other two can be involved in things.
Yay! All right. My sweet children, who have been abandoned for so long, come to me off the back burner. All right, so for Wendy and Jason, just for lulz, give me wits alertness rolls because you have had time to putter around the house, lop up a tree.
Alrighty.
Get some shit going for the kiddie pool.
Wits alertness, right?
Mm-hmm. because it's fun.
I just rolled in the wrong room. Hang on a sec.
Come back to me.
All right.
How dare
Hey,
you?
I got one.
2.
Yes. Technically so. So, in the interest of making things kind of fun, the two of you have had your respective workouts, whether it is tree chopping or antics, what have you. But as this particular thing has gone unfucked with for a while, let's go back to fucking with it. Let's see who got. You still technically got a 10, so I'll say it'll be Jason that spot it first. You're let's get the house up. The housey house. Lay poop. You're fucking dead on your feet. You come in. You get a drink. Flop down. Just take a minute because fuck. And yeah, your
Thinking
life
to
is.
myself, why do I do these fucking things?
It was so cool, but now I'm in so much pain. And I kind of feel bad for a tree, which is new. And I'll say basically, I want to say, is the staircase like coming down on the left of the photo or the right for you?
Left.
Okay, perfect. I'm never sure if it flip-flops it. So, assume that like you kind of flop on the fucking couchy thing on the left there, you know, right alongside the stairs. And you're sitting there and you're flopped and you're like, man, I'd fucking breeze. And he lies down and like you just feel it's if you weren't coated in sweat, you wouldn't notice. It's almost no stir of air, just the slightest stirring, and then I glance down and there's like just the not even like a puff of dust, just a little bit of swirling in the dust on the floor. You imagine someone didn't get up under the couch last time someone bothered to sweep. It was kind of like, huh. It's actually coming from behind you, which is weird because that's where the stairs are.
So it didn't come from under the couch?
Essentially, yes, from under the couch. It would have been coming from behind you since you're sitting on it. It just kind of breezed out under the couch from behind it. Towards your ankles.
Just kind of looks down under there. What the fuck's going on?
And I'll say, Wendy, like you kind of look over and you see Jason literally bent double over looking under the couch while sitting on it. Like, the fuck?
Is there a fucking rat under there? Tell me this fucking place has rats.
No, but it does have mice that you're not allowed to fuck with.
Wendy's just looking at Jason like, what are the... Jason, what's going on?
Something under here.
Wait, you lose something under the couch?
No,
She
there's,
actually comes over to take a look.
there's something under there.
Yeah, I mean, you look and I mean, you don't have the best angle, but like you don't see anything really. It's just kind of a gap under a couch. Though again, you're covered in sweat, so like bent over, you can. It's the tiniest movement of air. It's not like a gust. It's not like a breeze. It's just like.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? It's like a breeze or something. Do you have a fan on in here?
Maybe? That is so weird. What on earth?
You see that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know what would be causing it. Hey, you got your phone handy?
Sure. Pulls it out.
Can you turn on the flashlight?
Turns it on.
Yeah. Take it and kind of shine it under the couch more. Like, what the fuck? Like, she's half expecting there's some, like hidden air return that's sprung to life.
There's neither a hidden air return or a sneak attack raccoon. None of the usual antics. No, it's just like there's an area under the couch, and especially with the light on it, because you know how light like that highlights dust. Every so often, you just see it just kind of like just breeze a little bit and scoot across the floor a bit, but it's not like it's being stirred up with a strong regularity. It's not enough that you'd normally really even notice, except that you're highlighting it with a bright light. It's just stirring a little bit.
Is it still stirring at it while we're down there inspecting it?
Yeah, you just see it kind of breezing away from the wall a little bit. Just kind of put a little.
Is there a crack in the wall?
I mean, not one that you can see very well from like the far end of the couch, but probably if there's air coming out.
All right.
What's underneath these stairs? Unless Jason already knows what's under the stairs, and then he wouldn't ask.
I don't know.
There's probably a crack in the wall, and there's probably some wind getting in from outside or something. We probably ought to find that and get her patched up.
Yeah. Help me move the couch.
And scoots the couch out.
And Wendy, she'll get down in front of the wall and start, like going with the light. Like, okay, where are you shining? If you're gonna highlight a crack, like it is big enough to blow air in here, it should dip a little bit when I move the light over it.
Do you have a lighter?
Actually, yeah. Hold on.
They took mine away after the incident.
She'll reach in her pants pocket and pull out her lighter, flick it on.
Hold it down here by the floor and see which way it blows.
All right. Which way is it blowing, Katie?
You do some classic little Indiana Jones shit, and Jason is undoubtedly super proud of himself when you get it down to about here, maybe. Oh, look, it's flickering. Just a little bit, but it's flickering. Ooh.
Does it look like it's coming from a crack in the wall?
It does.
All right. So,
It's
Jason.
one of those things where it's like where the panels seem to naturally meet.
Huh. That's weird.
Jason kind of pushes on him a little bit to see if there's any give there. Like maybe the walls maybe started to rot underneath and maybe those studs need to be replaced.
Not really. It's one of those things where like you know what? Let's make some weird rolls happen.
Oh boy, I love it when we make weird rolls happen.
I like
Charisma
using-
melee?
No.
Oh, that's
No,
I
you do
thought that
not
was
get
a
to
weird roll.
charisma the wall. I mean, unless you're trying to swoon Wendy while you're pushing on wall panels, at which point I guess
Hey.
feel free to charisma brawl it or some shit. But that doesn't seem especially wise. What is your craft skill?
Jason's?
Yes. What is it though?
One.
What is his craft?
I didn't specify. It would have been like farmhand kind of stuff, like simple machinery, I guess.
Okay. That is just fine. We'll do.
Guess I should put that somewhere.
I don't feel like. Oh yeah, just put it down with the other specialties. Just add and put it there. You know what, smart kid? We're gonna do something dangerous. We're gonna do a strength academics.
Okay,
that is a weird roll.
I mean, essentially, he's kind of nudging at it, and the idea is he's trying to measure if there's give and where that give is and what the cause could be. Like, is it the
Yeah.
whole panel bowing? Is there some looseness going on, etc.?
Academics. I'm sure that's a 0. Oh, 1. Okay.
Out of curiosity, Katie.
Mhm.
this house is old enough. These panels are like real wood panels, right?
Oh yeah,
They're, okay.
these are gorgeous.
Yeah, they're not like that shitty.
No, this isn't
Holy
like some
hell.
plaster shit.
Yeah.
No, these are gorgeous wood panels that, like, when they're dusted up, they look fucking amazing.
3 successes.
I see that. Beautiful. I will let Wendy finish her question, and then I will give
Sorry.
you something.
Okay, well that's so like yeah, I was thinking if it was like the little like the stuff that gets pasted over like a plaster wall to make it look like it's that, then those seams should be sealed
Mhm.
with
I
something.
mean, in theory, a wood paneled wall isn't exactly like laying over something, so there shouldn't be air coming through.
yeah,
But
yeah,
there are
they're-
natural seams where like the panels are joined up.
yeah, it should be like a tongue and groove or something.
Mm-hmm. It should. Would you like to make an associated roll to investigate?
Yes, I would.
All right, let me look at your sheet and ponder a moment. You haven't said what your craft skill is either. Shame on you both. But I will let you make a perception academics, just because it's weird niche knowledge.
Yeah, okay. That works. Okay. Come on, Discord, do your thing. 1.
All right. So, Jason, you're kind of messing around, kind of nudging here, nudging there, trying to figure out like what's causing the crack. Because I mean, clearly, if there's something fucking going on, you're gonna have to caulk it or something. You're gonna have to maybe get a nice wood sealant. This is actually a really nice panel. And as you're messing around, it's not like there's bowing of the wood. It's good, hardy wood, and who knows how, but this house is actually, especially the interior, has stayed in really good repair. There are places where you can tell it has been repaired. And I mean, Anton's talked before about how he's put the place back together. So, I mean, that's evident enough. There are obviously like stairs that have been replaced, etc. So you kind of keep messing with it, and it's so subtle that it's not like anything jiggles or moves with any real good discernible like amount. It's just one of those things where you kind of press it one and you just get this impression that it's not sealed well. Maybe you just catch the cracks at the edge and you just see the tiniest variance when you nudge on that one. Like it kind of doesn't even tangibly seem to depress, except that you can see right at the seam there's the tiniest motion. Like it's just not as firmly set as the others, but shouldn't there be something behind it? It shouldn't really go in. Huh. And especially as I'll say, as you call attention to like the whatever little crack is just widening the tiniest bit as you do it. Wendy, your one success will be noting that like the same like like kind of dovetail or whatever seam that is latching the panels together, there doesn't seem to be one on this panel.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not latched the same way. It's just kind of smooth on both edges. It's not like puzzle pieced in.
I should just take a look at it. That's so weird.
Maybe that's why it's loose.
Maybe there's some storage behind here or something.
Maybe it's something that was just, a quick repair. Didn't have a lot of time to remake things.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It just seems like if there's air moving in and out, that it's probably coming from outside somewhere, and it seems like that there must be a hole somewhere that needs to get plugged up.
Is it loose?
A little tiny wiggle spot right there. You can kind of see where it's moving, and none of the rest of them are. But I mean, there's no handle on it, so I mean, if it's, I don't know, if it's storage, then somebody probably didn't want anyone to find it.
Yeah, that's true. If it's not, it needs to be fixed. So, I don't know. I guess let's just pull it off, see what we find, and if it looks like some shit we're not supposed to see, we'll put it back and apologize.
You can do that, and I'll watch.
Yeah, you know what? Fair enough.
I mean, from where we're at in this room, if you go around, there's no down behind these stairs that we know of, is there?
I think Katie stepped away.
Yeah. The Bobbsey twins are on the case.
The Bobbsey twins. Wow. My grandma used to buy me those books.
So from where we're at in this room, there's kind of an out of game question. Would we know of any storage kind of further down or maybe around behind that would be underneath that stairwell? If you're talking, you're on
Sorry.
mute.
Yep. Bob yelled at me. It's one of those things where, like, I mean, you guys, all right. So, for the sake of description, where in this case the staircase winds up one side, imagine that this is flipped and repeated again on the other side. So the staircase kind of goes up the center and winds both directions. And there's definitely like panels and stuff underneath the stairs, like obviously just kind of around where supports would be and whatnot. And it makes sense that there's plenty of room there for storage. But as far as either of you know, there's no blatant closet or anything under there. There could be, and in a modern home, there definitely would be, because you don't waste space in a modern home. But this is not a modern home. So, I mean, it makes sense that there should be a nice gap there, but as far as you know, there's nothing going on there. Like, logically, this thing gets up to a height where, like, if you were standing where it starts turning, it's well above you. So it definitely gets up and then above head height.
Okay.
All right. So I'm guessing this doesn't look like the kind of thing we could just stick our fingers in and
Yeah, there's no obvious, I'll put it this way, there's no obvious notches, there's no easy answer sitting before you. It's just the fact that, like, between the two of you, there's a seam there. It's not fully sealed, like there's no wood sealant in the seams there. And there's no dovetail to latch it into the other panels. Like Wendy says, it could be a messy patch job or a quick patch job. But depending on how careful you are, you might be able to find a way to get it open. It's just how to do it without damaging the panel is anyone's guess.
I'm not damaging anything else today, So
Smart boy.
Wendy is gonna go check the tool shed to see if there's like a pry bar.
The little tiny cracks are way smaller than a pry bar will fit in. Like even a putty knife would have a hard time kind of sliding into this little crack.
Ooh, that is.
Like I
So-
said, it's like there's a seam there. Like the two panels are supposed to sit flush. There's just no dovetail and there's no sealant in the seam. It's like this teeny crack. Teeny.
All right.
Jason sticks his ear up against it and kind of knocks on it a little bit.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's hollow space.
Does
You
it
can tell
sound
that.
different than the other ones? If he tries a couple different panels?
Give me an alertness check. Just perception alertness.
Two.
Yeah, a little bit. The others like don't have quite like as much of a. I'm not going to say an echo because there's empty space behind it, no matter which panel you tap on. Like there's whatever supports. There's probably not like the kind of scaffold you're used to behind walls in modern day, but the other ones, like because they are more firmly sealed together, especially the further you get from that one, you get a more solid, crisp knock. Whereas that panel, you get a little more reverb on it. Which makes sense since it's not like solidly sealed to the others. It's kind of vibrating on its own instead of having the others steady it flat. So you don't get as crisp a knock on it.
Looking around at that specific panel, is there any other gaps, like maybe up at the top, to indicate maybe it's a slide up or push down kind of a thing? Like you could slide it up, it comes out of the groove, and then you could pull it out, sort of a job.
I'll let you do some investigation. Actually, I guess, do you have an investigation?
I doubt it. No.
Then I will let you do alertness at a higher def.
Ooh.
So fail. It's one of those things where like the molding at the top, nah, there's no way. There's no way that could slide anywhere. There's like molding around the sides of the, it's, highlights the panels, the individual ones. There's like molding that goes around the shape and kind of pulls it out, gives it a little texture.
So I think that there's probably a draft behind these panels somewhere, and I think it should probably be fixed. But I think that Anton should decide if we want to start tearing panels off or not.
Yeah, probably. There might even be something we could use to temporarily seal it somewhere.
But that only fixes this problem. The problem of the air getting in behind it is still there, right? So, we don't want water getting in there and rotting stuff out. So we would want to get in there and fix the outside wall too.
Well, yeah, but even if we just have like some spackle or plaster just that we'd throw up over the seal, we can point and say, hey, look, it's right here. We won't have to try to hunt for the board again. I'll go ask Becca.
Okay.
Oh, joy.
She's gonna head up to the balcony, find Becca.
And Becca, being the charming woman that she is, takes one fucking look at you as you poke her head. And I was like, why?
Do you know if there's like some spackle or plaster or wood sealant somewhere?
Did you break some shit?
No. There's a draft coming from behind one of the wall boards that was behind the couch. It's really weird.
a fucking draft.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right, come on.
It's like we
Show
can
me what
see.
you broke.
We didn't break anything. We can see where
Uh-huh.
the wood's not sealed.
You know, Becca's just fucking sassy ass. Like, yep, sure you did. Come on, let's fucking take a look. She just hikes the fucking shotgun over her shoulder.
Yeah, and she'll lead Becca down the stairs to where she left Jason.
Ironically, of all things, Becca hands the shotgun off to Heidi like it ain't no thing. So teeny tiny Heidi just scampers off with the fucking shotgun.
Oh my gosh.
Gone. And she traipses down the stairs like, all right, which fucking wall?
This one right here. And she'll even tap the board.
Oh, under the
See?
fucking stairs? How's there a fucking draft coming out from under the stairs? This is in the middle of the room.
Yeah, I know. There's got to be like a damaged wall somewhere behind it. But like just even
A
look at
damaged wall to where? The other side of the room?
Wendy shrugs.
I'll point out, like, the center, like, staircase, because it's central, you can literally walk all the way around it. It
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
have to join a wall.
Oh, what's
Is we-
underneath us? Is there like basement underneath where we're at?
I mean, there's the basement, yeah.
Maybe
Oh, okay.
maybe it's coming up from the basement.
I mean, I fucking suppose. Not like there's much of a draft down there, but I suppose.
But yeah, we figure, like at the least we need to do something about this.
You know what? I'll give Anton a call. Just, I don't know, fucking shove the couch center on it so you know which one it is or some shit. Give him a ring.
Wendy gives a nod and like gets over by the couch, kind of. She does that like line up with her thumb.
A little bit to the left,
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bit to the
yeah.
left. She and Jason proceed to
Yeah.
like play that
Jason's
little bit to the left.
nodding,
Nope,
like,
to
yep, no,
left. A little
yeah,
more to the right.
You got it. That one.
Back.
Now send it.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my god. So yeah, Becca just fucking shaking her head, traipses for the front door, pulls out a cigarette, pulls out her phone, starts dialing on one, and then while it's ringing, lights the cigarette as she steps outside onto the porch. So, Mr. Anton, your phone. It rings.
It just looks over at it. He's been creep staring this fucking photo for like a hot minute.
Your meditative creeping is broken by the ring-a-ding-ding of Becca calling your phone.
Just answers, what did they break?
I didn't break nothing, just, looks like there's a gap under the fucking staircase or something. There's a panel that's kind of, I mean, it doesn't look fuck-sided.
Tell them not to touch shit, especially Wendy.
They're leaving it alone. They just, checked it out, let me know. Actually, they're pretty good. They didn't try to fucking pry it off or nothing.
Good, because if it's the passage they're not meant to touch, they're not meant to fucking touch it.
No, that shit's in the basement. You good?
Keep them fucking away from the basement.
I mean,
Alright,
it's
I'll
up
come-
under the fucking basement stairs. They ain't
I'll
never gonna find that shit.
Just well, you never underestimate what their fucking stupidity. I'll come over.
Only found that shit because Heidi was crawling around.
Yeah, well, look, Heidi's more reliable, and at least she does what she's fucking told. Okay.
Well, they're being good right now. They're being very good
Yeah, well,
kids, Anton.
keep a fucking eye on him. Dad's coming fucking home, and I'm not. Ooh.
Don't you worry. I'll watch the kids for you, Anton.
Yeah, good.
You want me to call mom too?
No, if you call mom, he'll have a fucking heart attack.
I mean, that's half the fun, ain't it?
He rants at me, not you, Becca.
I don't know. He does a lot of ranting on the phone. I love
You know
it.
what? You know what? Let him have his margaritas with his girlfriends and all that. I'm
Oh, his girlfriend now.
yeah.
Oh. You can hear her
So-
fucking with her phone. Bill eventually just gets a text that's, how are your margaritas?
Yeah, he's dry. He'll peck Susie and she'll be like, I'll be back later. And then go
The
drive.
fuck are you texting me about margaritas for?
I heard you're having margaritas with your girlfriend, winky face.
Okay. 1, I don't have a girlfriend. 2, my assistant made hot dogs.
We'll make some fucking margaritas and make that shit classy. Like 3 exclamation points.
This isn't a fucking office party. I can't just bring in alcohol into the work.
I just can't make margaritas on the fly. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It's your
fuck is
fucking
this?
house. Don't tell me you don't have any liquor in your house.
I
I'll
have
fucking
an
judge you.
unhealthy amount of liquor in this house.
So make some fucking margaritas, Bill.
Why am I making margaritas?
Because it's fucking classy. Bitches love margaritas.
There's a group text make some fucking margaritas, Bill.
This is
And John starts attacking.
this is my assistant.
He's doing
This is
like
not
talk
some
to text
girl
while
I'm
he's
trying
driving.
to
Make some fucking
wine
margaritas,
and
Bill.
dine.
You don't have
the
to wine
hopes
and
that
dine a bitch
perhaps-
with margaritas, Bill.
Look, bitches love margaritas, Bill.
Bitches love margaritas, Bill.
Make her some margaritas.
I'm getting
Like-
some text. Let me fucking read. What the fuck is wrong with you two?
Just make the bitch some margaritas.
Bill finally
Bill.
just makes a group chat to simplify this process so he doesn't have to go
Yeah.
back and forth.
I'm not about to traumatize my assistant by being a creepy middle-aged man
Yeah, you
feeding her
could-
margs.
I
You could
feel
be
like 1 or 2 margaritas isn't creepy, Bill. It's
You
kind of
know-
nice. I wish
you know,
people would just make me a margarita once in a while.
I'm sure you fucking would because you're a drunk like the rest of us.
I'll make you a margarita, Becca. You know, I'm a nice guy like that.
She
you know.
sends a little heart.
You know, you two happen to be fucking, so it is normal for you to make each other
Look,
margaritas and be weird. or
I'm
whatever.
sure that girl would appreciate you going, hey, you've worked a long day. How about a margarita? I'd fucking appreciate
One
that.
fucking margarita isn't a threat, Bill.
Improper office relationship, Becca.
You could
It's
be
not an
after
office, it's your
hours,
fucking
Bill.
house.
After
It's a
hours,
home
Bill. You
office.
could do it after hours, Bill.
Yeah,
That
do
is
it after
even
you clock
more
out, Bill.
inappropriate. That's
You'd be like-
extra
You could
inappropriate.
be like, hey, I'll make a margarita. I'll step in the other side of the room
Better
so you
yet-
don't feel awkward.
Have neither
be
of
like,
you
"Hey,
ever
I'm making a
heard of an
margarita
inappropriate
for me.
office relationship?
Would you also like a margarita?
There was someone in
nice
my
lady
previous
that lives
work
in
who
my
had
fucking house.
inappropriate
You
office
can make her a pina colada,
relationship.
too. I heard those.
Oh my
Had a
God,
lazy
make her a
eye,
fucking
too.
pina
It was fucking
colada.
scary. You never knew who she was fucking looking at.
Or a strawberry daiquiri. Bitches
They
love that
caught
shit
him
yeah.
too.
fucking her in the copy room.
You should definitely make a strawberry daiquiri, Bill.
Yeah, just be like, I'm making a strawberry daiquiri, nice lady that lives in my fucking abandoned house.
Paid.
Would you
takes
also
care-
like a strawberry daiquiri?
Yeah, could be showing the good you being a good
That's
hostess.
just-
you know?
This
Yeah,
is
oh.
escalated to daiquiris.
By the way, you two can hear Becca just chuckling like an idiot on the porch
Yeah,
as her thumbs are flying.
as Anton
Yeah.
eventually dries up as
Bill's
well.
still screaming at her over voice, which is probably confusing his assistant.
Oh my God! Yes, is this a 3-way call now? Is that what happened?
Probably.
Bill, okay, so you guys can hear her yelling at Bill to make some bitch some strawberry daiquiris because she left the door cracked because she's fucking lazy. Just so y'all know, because I feel like
And
this is an
finally, he
experience you
looks up
deserve.
at his assistant, who was there the entire time.
Do you have it on speaker? That'd be amazing.
I
Just
mean,
make that-
even his end of the conversation is enough.
You should
Just like awkwardly looks up at her. Oh,
you want
yeah,
some
that's right.
daiquiris?
You live here.
Nicole just glances up.
My associates are yelling at me to feed you tequila.
I mean, who doesn't like tequila? I drink your tequila when you're
just-
gone.
He gets up
She
and
kinda
goes to the
grins.
liquor cabinet.
She hasn't like just straight bummed you out of tequila, but I mean, there's a difference in the height of that liquor bottle.
He does the dad check of the levels. He like tilts the bottle for no fucking reason.
When it's like it's gone from nearly full to like the halfway mark. Like
He just
this is no fine gauging thing. She's only likes like the
Just-
tequila.
goes and puts the bottle near. We don't have any fucking limes.
Yeah, you do.
The fuck? And he fucking walks over to the refrigerator.
She starts snickering. Yeah, you've got a fruit drawer that you never used, like a crisper drawer and a fruit drawer.
When the
There's
fuck
fucking
did
limes
we
in
get
there.
Limes.
When I went to the grocery store.
When you went to the okay. You got limes for the tequila.
Yeah, I got limes for the tequila.
Bill goes back to the bottle of tequila and opens it and starts drinking it. This is an inappropriate office now. I've violated at least 5 regulations that I know of.
At which point, from his phone, because he never said he turned it off, Becca
Yeah.
screams,
He did.
"Violate another one, Bill!"
He just finally hangs up. He just
Oh my
sits defeated beside his assistant.
Wendy just looks at Jason like, is Bill? Is Bill
I don't know.
David's assistant?
Who knows what Bill does? Come with me.
I-
Let's go make some margaritas.
Yeah, I kind of want some margaritas now too.
Who knows what Bill does is probably one of the better Jasons. Who knows?
That's what eventually pulls up as well, like walking in. You know,
I figured
like-
by the time Becca yelled that last line in the phone, Anton just tumbled laughing out of the fucking car.
yeah, he did. Smirking.
Yeah, I got the last laugh. She finally tucks her phone back in her pocket.
Oh yeah, they're totally gonna bang.
That was 110% worth it. That was the best part of my day so far.
Oh, you should see him with her. It's fucking hilarious.
Why is it fucking? Is it good? Is it awkward?
Oh,
Which one of them's awkward?
Oh, he is. It's fucking beautiful.
Oh, Bill.
He's like, hey, I totally want to bone you, but I don't know how the fuck I'm going to do about it because I'm awkward. Hi, you're my assistant. This is a professional relationship. Yet I'm totally like Bill, so I'm awkward about it.
Becca suddenly like whips her head, glances inside. Fucking margarita senses are tingling. Yeah, she like whips her head, glances inside, like kind of pulls the door open a bit. Oh shit!
Wendy, go tell everyone margaritas are ready.
Are they even allowed to drink margaritas, Becca?
Yeah, just
Anton, none of us are old enough to drink margaritas. So maybe Bill.
yeah, just bop on out. Hey, margaritas are ready.
They old enough to date. They made me one. Fuck it. And she just finally puts out her cigarette and marches inside like, fuck the police. I'm having a margarita. After this conversation, I deserve a margarita.
Hey, Anton, can I talk to you for a minute?
What's your break?
Nothing. I just.
Hearts.
Oh my god.
Fucking starts losing it as she's going down into the basement. She had the snicker and then Jason fucking got her. Jesus.
And so just leans up against the wall like I was.
She like practically barks. It's so sudden.
John's just lighting a cigarette and just hears hearts. And she just looks over like, what is
my life?
Wendy's just standing there like, I'm the one who got my heart broken.
Poor
Ah.
fucking Anton.
like staring like what is going on in this house? I need you guys for 4 hours.
But now there's margaritas.
Wendy's breaking hearts and Jason is the margarita man. What is
Look, he's come from sandwich man to margarita man. Anton, this is an upgrade.
fucking making margaritas like he's on the assembly line? Like, here you go, Becca. Here you go. Here you go. Do you know what I mean?
Becca
All right, when,
yeah, gives him the tip of the glass because good man making me a fucking margarita.
all
Takes
right,
two of
Wendy,
them.
what is it? You know, he hasn't gone down to the basement to have fucking margarita time with Becca. He's just leaning up against the wall, you know, of the main hall.
Is Susie one of us?
No,
Not even Ken?
no. Why are you mentioning Susie?
Okay. Well,
Okay, well,
I was hoping you might know
No.
someone I could do some work
the answer
for,
is no.
so I could make $50.
Answer is no.
You
Why do you
don't?
need $50? What? Then what? Well, hang on, slow up. A, you're not been going near Susie because one, you're in a rune and you will scare the shit out of her. And if you scare the shit out of her, I will have to crack your jaw in 5 places.
Like, Wendy's hand goes up to her jaw, like she remembers the last time Anton socked her in the jaw.
And 2, when Susie is not one of us, and I like to keep Susie out of our business as much as possible. Why? Because she is, ergo, not one of us. So, why do you, and what the fuck do you need $50 for?
I got Bill looking into some public records about Annabelle for me, and
Mhm.
he said he wanted $50 and he'd take it as an IOU. And
Wait a minute, what?
yeah,
No, explain again, because, hold up. Like, he just, like, puts the cigarette out in the ashtray, like, wait, what?
so I asked Bill if he'd look into public records about Annabelle.
Right.
Because it's been like a year since we've had any new information.
Okay. Okay. All right. You asked Bill for help.
And he said I asked him what he wanted in return. He said he wanted $50 and he'd take it as an IOU for the next time he felt like cheeseburgers. So I kind of get the feeling that I can pay it off in cheeseburgers, but I don't want to like take it out of our grocery budget.
So, play this back for me. You asked Bill for help and he wanted you to pay him.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just hit him? That's what I
Because
did.
I needed his help.
No. That's called, Wendy, that's called extortion. That's Bill being a dick. You should have just fucking cum punted him. That's what I would have done. And said, find me the fucking file. Stand up for yourself, man. When people push you around that much. Give you shit because you need to take shit and grow from it. But that type of shit, they kicked him in the balls for that.
All right. So. Okay.
The
Yeah,
next
no.
time no, hang on, slow up now. Pointing. Don't be picking fights for no fucking reason. The next time he comes to you, hey, I want that $50, go. No.
I mean, I was just gonna tell him I wasn't gonna pay him, but yeah, you can
Then
tell
why
him
the
if he
fuck did you
asks
ask me
for
for
it.
money? If you were gonna plan not to pay him.
Well, no, I mean, now I was just gonna. I wasn't gonna go pick in a fight with him, Anton. I was just gonna tell him that, yeah, that I wasn't gonna pay him. 'Cause you're right, it is extortion. And
If anything, Wendy, he made you look like a bitch.
you know, her fist clenches a little bit. She doesn't look like she's gonna
So,
haul off and punch something right now.
you know, I'm amazed you didn't realize that since, as you told me, you're very street smart.
Yeah.
I mean, you want us to respect you, trust you. You rolled over like a dog for us. How the fuck are we gonna respect you? Hmm?
I don't know, Anton. Just
I think you just answered the question.
Yeah.
Now, I'm annoyed about it. But, I'm a little annoyed, yeah. I'd be pretty pissed if he did that about my sister. I'd be fucking fuming. You know, you look like you're barely breaking a sweat, big girl.
It's been a year almost since we've
She's
had
your fucking
anything.
sister, Wendy.
Yeah, and I'd do anything to find her.
Yeah. Roll over like a dog for Bill. That the type of person who's gonna rescue your sister, Wendy? Or is a guru gonna do that?
Fuck.
No point yelling at me. Did you yell at Bill? Did you do anything? Or did you cow?
Mm. No, I pretty much cowed.
Then don't yell at me
I
and
just
try to act all big.
being this desperate's gonna get me killed, isn't it?
You already answered that yourself, Wendy. And you pretty much pegged yourself as an easy target. Since you know you kind of don't trust me.
You still think I don't trust you?
You pretty much told me, Wendy. And so since you're not one of us, what did you expect that the people who are used to surviving in this world were going to do to you? Particularly if you let them.
Why do you think I didn't fight back against those birds when they were swarming all over me?
Don't bring it about the birds. You still let somebody kite $50 off you for cheap when he's fucking loaded. Because you wanted some information instead of standing up for yourself. Is that how much your loyalty's worth? $50?
No.
Clearly it is. Mom's a Bill. That wasn't Bill. That was some spiral guy. You know, willing to get you this. You just had to do this. Would you do it? There you go. So, if you're willing to spot Bill for $50 just to get a little bit of information, what the fuck are you willing to do for anything else related to your sister? Maybe that's why we're concerned about your loyalties. Now, I'm annoyed about it, but there's always a lesson in things.
She'll nod.
Don't be a bitch. And learn to have some fucking self-pride about your loyalty, Wendy. And next time Bill does it, deck him. And stand up for yourself. I can't cover your back all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And don't snap at me again for you being annoyed at the fact, or I will break your jaw. He walks past.
That's about the time Jason comes around with a pitcher full of margarita and a stack of empty cups.
Yeah, Becca follows him up probably after checking the first to give him a second and then getting a refill. And follows him to the stairs. Thankfully, she has no context of the conversation that has just happened, so she trots up. She kind of gestures to Jason for Anton's sake. Like, you got to get some of this shit. She glances to Wendy next. You show
Kind of hands out the stack of cups to Anton and Wendy, and just kind of waves it at it like, "Hey, who wants one?"
I'm good. Fucking, it's gonna go walk and sit down somewhere. Probably actually figure out what the fuck this breeze they're talking about is.
Yeah, some fucking shit over here. She just points in the general direction since it's right there.
Yeah, Wendy grabs a cup and fills it up. Just sits down and starts drinking.
She'll take the picture off of Jason just so he can go ahead and show Anton where this thing is.
Yeah, so Jason kind of points over, like, if you look right here, you can see how it's not sealed up the same way that these other panels are.
You might want to move the couch again, buddy.
Oh, right.
Tops off her cup while he's not looking.
Moves the couch out. And then gives him the, hey, come look at this. So you can see right here, and shows him how it's not matching up. And it's just the really slightest breeze, and I don't know where it's coming from, but seems to me that if there's a breeze coming up through here, that somewhere underneath here probably there's air from the outside getting in. And I don't know if maybe we want to get that sealed up so the doesn't start rotting the wood out or anything like that.
He just nods, like leaning down, like, huh.
We thought about popping the panel off, but then thought better of it.
Yeah, that probably would have been a good thing. You never know what the fuck it is. Looks like a panel to something at least. You feel along the fucking thing.
Especially with Jason right there, he can kind of show you, give the little, and he can make a good strong nudge against it, and it really doesn't move. But he can be like, look at the crack there, while he's leaning on it, because you can see there's a little, just the tiniest bit of give in the crack.
Yeah, he'll just put his hand on it. You know what? He'll spend a gnosis. Fuck it.
What you doing, buddy?
He's just wondering, do these fucking places in the house activate by gnosis spends or any of that type of shit? So he's just curious.
Oh, interesting. Let me look at your sheet just to see, because I thought you were about to fucking... You might still be about to cheat me.
I will totally cheat you, yes. But first he's wondering, is this a gnosis spend or not? Because he's like, you know what? Maybe gnosis works like this in terms of these types of trapdoors and stuff.
I'll put it this way: you kind of try to pulse some gnosis into it. You don't get quite the effect you were going for. You feel the expenditure, but all you get is kind of a change of air pressure. You get the impression, like, Anton, you know what's around this house. They're probably all like, "Hey, buddy, you want our attention? We're here."
Yeah, fucking he'll open seal. He'll fucking cheat the fuck out of this.
Yeah, it's pretty low diff out here.
But you're rolling gnosis open seal there again? It's been a hot minute since I've used open seal.
I will check. I can never remember, because it's one of those things that it's amazingly useful, but you don't often get the opportunity to use it. Because usually you're in the fucking city and it's a bitch of a diff.
Either way.
Oh wait, not Hamid. Ragamash.
It's a gnosis roll. Difficulty of the gauntlet.
Yeah, I got 3 successes.
I believe you.
Yeah, 5, 8, 9.
So, are you touching the panel when you do it, I assume?
Yeah.
So, where in the panel is your hand? Like, if you had like a door-shaped panel, just for the sake of reference.
Probably
like,
in the hole where that looks like the most like door shaped thing is a little crack.
so right over the crack.
Yeah.
So just inside of your hand. So if you were like standing in front of a door and holding your hand like on a crack next to the knob, imagine just a bit past where the knob is, just a little bit inside of that. You feel kind of like a dunk, like something kind of smacks against the inside of the board. Not harshly, just a solid little dunk. And it starts to kind of just, when you pull your hand away, it kind of starts, just eases open the tiniest bit. It's on a swivel.
Yeah, you fiddle with it a little bit till it opens up a bit more.
Yeah, you kind of get your fingers on that little fuck. And I mean, Jason's probably standing beside you, so he can like give a nudge on the other side. Instead of a traditional hinge, the way a door is hinged, it's like there is a pole going up through close to the one side. And so instead of it attaching at the edges, a little bit of the panel folds in while the rest of it pops out. And what you will see, at least on the inside of the door, if you're I imagine you're kind of glancing at it as you open it, like, what the fuck did I just trigger? There's some type of metal plate that has room to kind of go back and forth. And when you fiddle with the mechanism a little bit, it pops out when the thing's open. But if you push it towards the door, the latch pops in.
Oh.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I'll give you intelligence academics.
I know what I'm going to roll. I'm a cheat.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to roll my ancestors, particularly the knife, because this is his place.
Well, okay. You can do that.
God, fuck's sake. Bales, God damn it, ancestors, you never fucking, whoa!
I'll give you an intelligence academics. You're a smart kid.
I have no idea what the fuck this shit is.
What the fuck is that? 2.
You get the impression like the metal panel's probably magnetic or something. If you had a strong enough magnet, you could just set it against the board. The thing would push in towards the wall,
Yo,
and
Becca,
it would pull in the latch.
Yo, Becca, do we have a big magnet?
Yeah, probably.
Get it from me, will you?
Fuck it, sure. I just love that he's got a crack. He's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna play with the door for a minute. Fuck what's past the door."
Yeah, exactly. Oh, the door's all the way open. I thought the door was fully open. I thought I had to open this shit with a magnet.
Oh no! Like you cheated, so it pops open. It's just if you take a second to examine the mechanism, that's how it would normally work. You figure the magnet, for one, will stick to the panel, and it'll pull in the piece, so the latch goes in, and then you use the magnet essentially as a handle to pull it.
Well,
up.
then I'm just gonna see what's beyond the door. Fuck this fucking metallic door.
Fuck this weird ass mechanical fucking ancient ass secret door shit.
Who gives a fuck about that? What's beyond it? Do you know what I mean? Where's the loot? Do you know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Shoves Jason out of the way. Where's the fucking loot at?
I mean, for her part, Wendy's like, she's poking her head in to see this. It's like, okay, what's actually is happening here? She's curious.
It's the best part. I just imagine Anton's like, all right, who this is? Like, just fucking flings the thing open to check it out. The kids like pop their heads from around the frame, Scooby-Doo style. All right, let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. So at least initially you open it up. There is dust. Maybe that's where the dust was coming from. A lot of dust in there. Just you open it up and you get that little puff of air as the door opens, and you're like, oh god, why?
Yeah, just a coughing like puts the mat like fucking over his sleeve, you know, that type of thing.
Oh yeah, you'll be fine. Looking for an interesting picture. So initially you kind of look in, most of it has cloths flicked over it. But there's stuff in there, definitely. I'll give all of you an alertness check.
Ooh.
Since I know the other two of you are poking your heads in.
Pre.
Two.
Also 2.
All right, so Anton will spot it first, probably because he's standing right next to it. You open the door, and Anton, you remember that tile in one of the fireplaces that Heidi found and was scrubbing on?
Mm-hmm.
Like a nice kind of crow sigil. It's not like super blatantly there, but on the inside of the panel, the same kind of symbol is there, just kind of faintly impressed into the wood, kind of a almost embossed style.
Hmm.
But yeah, there's definitely stuff in here, maybe crates, boxes, something like that. But cloths over them.
Yeah, flick the cloth off onto them.
Yeah. Old style like trunks and whatnot.
All right, let's get these bad boys open.
How you guys are like pulling them out of the room so you have a little more room to work with, or you just fuck it?
Fuck it.
All right.
How
As
much
you
room
might
is under
imagine.
there?
There's easily. I'll put it this way: all three of you can fit in there. You won't want to. Nobody wants to do a jig while you're all three in there. It's kind of
Mhm.
like all three of you walking into a large walk-in closet kind
Okay.
of thing. So there's enough room for all three of you to move around and to pass each other, but not a lot of extra elbow space. But it's a nice little respectable gap under there. But the outsides very tidily have trunks and crates and cloths flicked over them. Almost all of them, just to kind of probably to keep the dust off.
All right, yeah, no. So,
As you might imagine, bless your wonderful ancestors and their sensible precaution. All these bitches be locked. They're not like
Oh.
super complex, but it's one of those things where like it's leather strapping that has a catch on it, and it's like, do I value the box or do I just want to chop this bitch?
he just open seals. He's gonna just open seal to save fucking time.
Oh, truth be told, you're gonna be taking the time it takes. So I'm not gonna make you roll for every single fucking lock.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a question, Katie.
Mhm.
The crates, what are they made of?
Oh, good heavy solid wood.
Okay.
Like this isn't like freight crates. These are actually nice old. Some of them have bits carved into the panels. Good heavy duty like hinges and latches. So even the wooden crates are very nice. Like
Mhm.
this is some good shit. Crates and the boxes alone are just fucking nice. And while like maybe a bit of dust has gotten on them, despite the sheets, because dust is a bitch, they don't really look damaged or worn or sun bleached or chewed on. Like they're in really good repair. And while I will give everyone another round of alertness checks, yeah, Anton, you can pop over in the first trunk.
Five.
Oh, beautiful.
Also 5.
Oh,
Or no, one.
you've got a special.
No, 4. I got 4. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm about to be like, ooh.
I can count.
That's okay, buddy. So, especially 5 and 4, eventually Wendy will find one. And I mean, you may mistake it for part of the designs because they do have like somebody took some time sitting down with some of these and like put designs in the corners and whatnot. Anton, well, okay, so you see that there's like, oh, that's a really cool design, huh? Oh, that's kind of neat, a little weird. Jason, as you're like glancing at one of them, pull the cloth off. All of you are just saying fuck it, going for it. in the half light, maybe it's just the shadows in the one that you're looking at. You definitely pick out like, yeah, there's designs on this particular trunk, but there's also like symbols of some sort. Like but they do stand out to you, and Anton, those are glyphs.
Ah, haha.
You know,
I
you
what
have a
these
little
are.
a nice little like proverbial dictionary. One of the few good things Abby did for you before she left was put that together. So you do have like essentially a glyph dictionary somewhere in the library.
Would Jason have ever seen glyphs yet?
Probably not. They're not really prevalent around the house, but there are certain places where things like this is a secret IV space. So there are glyphs there.
Okay.
On probably labeling the trunks or marking them, like some of the symbols are the same. Like there's like 2 or 3 consistent symbols that will show up on several trunks, while other bits of it may change. If you'd like to try for ancestors again, you can.
Sure. Reveal to me your secrets. Bunch of fucking paranoid motherfucker. There you go.
I was gonna say I did give you
Mm-hmm.
after your rite of passage, I did give you that merit, didn't I?
Yep.
Okay, good. There you go. Yep, narrative. Got it. Oh yeah. Let me let's change this picture. Let's make it weird. Because Anton's gonna start talking to himself.
This could be worse. That time he bossed and started walking around like, oh!
Swatting around the house. That was amazing. Oh my god. I still have her picture too for the next time.
It just lights a cigarette like he's looking at these things.
Yeah, this time you reach out like, son of a bitch, you can't avoid me. You talk to me. You make the connection.
Alright, what the fuck are these?
Personal storage.
Personal storage of what?
Well, the kind of thing you wouldn't want the average man to find, you might imagine.
Do I have to send the other two out to look at these?
Well, you may want to make sure that trunk there is firmly in your possession. That's mine.
Oh.
Anton just suddenly lunges offside and like snags. And it's this some of them are like the big old school trunks. This one's kind of a smaller one, but Anton, you can like loop your arms around it and snag it like blink. It's just that size that you can kind of hook it up in your arms.
Yeah, it does. It takes it like, that's mine. Thank you very much.
I suppose the rest you can do with as you see fit, though in essence it would all be yours.
Oh, it's mine. What is it?
What you're holding or the rest of it?
Well, we'll start with what I'm holding.
Do you remember my name, boy?
Oh. All right. Answer that question. What are the other two things?
The rest of the trunks and crates are things from home. Some of the talons may be spent. The bindings do, after all, tend to have limits of a century or thereabouts. But personal belongings. Dear boy.
Any cool clothes?
Absolutely.
Good. Just yeah. Shooting.
Anton just talking to himself and like, oh, yes. Because I
Good.
clue you guys can only hear one side of this conversation.
Yeah. I mean, Wendy's Wendy's just looking like, okay, well, Anton's obviously
Lost his goddamn mind.
he's obviously lost his mind, or he's talking to a spirit, or oh god, was one of these boxes trapped with a spirit? Like, she takes a step back and pulls her hands away from the weird symbols that are
You know
carved on.
what? Bless you for that. Take an
Just look-
XP just for being needlessly superstitious.
looks back at the both of you. Both of you's I need you to clear out for a hot minute. That sensitive Shadow Lord business.
Yeah, Wendy just she just takes Jason's hand and leads him out of the room.
Jason just shrugs. He's like, I don't fucking ask questions anymore.
Wendy just takes his
I
hand,
don't
leads him
ask
out of the room.
questions anymore.
Just like whispering.
Phyllodox, I don't ask questions.
And you know what? If nothing else, for the fucking zingers, I'm gonna give. You know what? I'm gonna give you an XP for the
Fucking-
zingers. I'm gonna give Bill an XP for finally capitulating, making margaritas, or at least drinking tequila,
Oh my god.
for being inappropriate in the workplace,
He just,
and Anton for for getting a hold of something that belonged to his ancestors. So each of you at least take that.
you flip open the private little mini case.
Oh, this is very nicely padded, and that's a big knife.
Look at that bad boy.
It's got cliffs
Huh.
on it and everything.
Look at that. It's mine. Has that moment like from a boo from fucking Aladdin. Oh.
His eyes get all sparkly and shit.
Yeah. Just lifts it up like it's mine. You
My
know,
precious.
has
It's one of
that
those things
some-
where it's got like the nice impressed padding, where it's there's the blade, the sheath is next to it. There's no belt, but you can handle that part yourself. But I mean, the leather for the sheath is tooled. It's somehow held up very well. It looks great. The knife is spick and span. Looks like you could fucking split a hair with it.
Looks like I'm not gang the fuck out of marijuana with this bad boy. Ooh, yeah. You just like he holds the sheet and then he'll flick open the other two cases.
There are more than 2 trunks and crates in there. There's a lot of stuff. You will
Oh, yeah,
find an arrangement of things. One of the trunks you flick open, and it's my dear Theurgen. It's all sorts of odds and ends and things. There's even bundles of plants that have been carefully wrapped in paper. There's bottled nonsense. There's all sorts of shit in there. You don't know how much of it's awake or alive or has things in it, but that is some hinky shit that Jane will love.
Oh, I'm gonna make Jane happy. It clicks over that suitcase and puts that over there. Like you go over there. Flicks open another one. Like, come on, where are the cool clothes?
Oh yeah, you'll eventually find between all of it. There's storage. There's obviously several people's personal clothing. Again, everything has kept in this very well. You remember when you first climbed into this place and everything was in tatters and worn and weathered and savaged by animals making nests. No, everything is new, pretty much. It's it's been immune to time, practically.
And if there's any form of jacket or anything like that goes old styles.
Oh yeah, but it will be a long old style coat. It won't be like a leather jacket. It will be very old timey.
Oh, he puts it on like you.
Yeah, you could do a little growing to fit into it properly, but it's nice.
Oh, it's fabric. Oh.
And it's one of those things where that even smells. Oh, that smells like the most amazing leather. Oh, I'm fucking hot.
Yeah, it's just like the little jiggle, ooh.
But yeah, you find several trunks that have personal clothing, some for men, some for women, all very dated but in very good condition. There will be other things like jewelry that the real question is the value in whatever it's made of or in whatever could be sleeping in it. I don't.
You know what? He's gonna put that with the third bar for Jane to check out to see if there's any spirit shit in it. That's what we're gonna do with the jewelry. You go over here.
Yep. Some of the personal trunks do have weaponry in them. Other things like a freaking old school hunting knife. One of them has let me think. This was what, a good century ago. So let me just check. Hit the image search. Oh, there's a beautiful antique Winchester in there. There's some some classy ass shit. Old guns, probably even the old, well, not necessarily the bullet press, because they still would have had use of that after the Gru passed, but this is a pretty solid treasure trove of personal items, weapons, clothing. And it's pretty clear, like, especially with him in your head and able to read the labels, that as various Gru in the family passed, their belongings were stored in here. It is a place that's prepared to store them in good condition. Probably has something attached to the room to keep it in that state.
Any of the dresses look Heidi's size?
Hmm?
Any of the dresses look Heidi's size?
She'd probably need to do a little growing to fit into them properly, but there are some that are light enough that, or small enough that she can manage it.
All right. Takes that. Puts it over his arm. Takes the survival knife. Becca's gonna love that. Grabs a dress for Susie.
But yeah,
Gotcha.
it is a lot of Gru's old belongings. There may be fetishes mixed into it. There's,
Oh yeah, like
Lord knows how many Talons are mixed in. There's also
he'll-
just
he'll definitely like clue Jane in on this because she's probably the one to discern a few things like that. But
she's probably the best one to try to poke through and figure it out.
and plus she's another Shadow Lord, so he's like, I'm not gonna trust the Shadow Lord with Shadow Lord things. You know what I mean? So he's like, just takes a dress for Heidi, just takes a dress for Susie. He's like, right, there you go. I'm gonna keep this jacket though. Ooh, that's nice. Keeps the knife, the actual knife.
The knife.
The knife. You know, walks back out like Wendy. Just walking out with clothes and a big ass
Yeah,
fucking
Wendy's-
knife.
Wendy's watching this like, what in the fuck?
All right, listen up, Pipsqueak and Pipsqueak 2. You're not allowed in that there. Nope. Access denied. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. No, not until Jane is finished cataloging everything. Clear?
Got it.
There are some fetishes, there are some Talon things, but these things are very delicate and they need to be inspected properly by Jane, who is a theurge, because she knows what she's doing. And if you don't, well, these things could blow up.
Wendy raises a hand.
Yes, Wendy.
What's a fetish?
A fetish is a very spiritual Gaian thing. It's like it can be like this. Holds up a knife. This could be a fetish, for example.
That is certainly a fetish.
It's a fetish. It's a fetish. But
And the blowing up is not wholly inaccurate. If the spirit is displeased enough, they have been untended for an extended length of time. I suggest that in all due haste, you take the time to polish that blade and that sheath.
I'll take care of it. Don't worry. But I'll wait for my theurge to take a look at the other shit. I don't trust these choco fucks. Forgets that he's talking it out loud. Completely forgets
It's
that.
like,
It's great. And he's talking like there's a guy standing right next to him because, I mean, as far as he's concerned, he is.
and I mean, like that doesn't make a lot of sense to Wendy, because if he was talking to a spirit, right, she'd be able to hear it too, right? She's got spirit speech.
She
So-
totally does.
But like,
But-
there's nothing there, and she can't hear anyone talking to Anton. So again, she just
Becca is
grabs Jason's
comically
hand and
unfazed.
like,
Jason's just kind of
we're just gonna take a 2 steps back.
Jason's just standing there. You know, he's got his hands folded together with like the two index fingers pointed up, and he's just kind of watching this conversation and
He's
tapping
being
his
done a
lips, like,
concern.
yeah, going,
Yeah.
what in the holy hell is going on here?
All right, now back to the regular conversation. Hello, people. Anyway,
Oh, us.
yes, hello.
Did you trigger a booby trap or something in there, Anton?
No.
Okay.
Again, I think Becca was here when you had your really good episode.
Yeah.
So yeah, she is totally unfazed, still drinking margarita.
So, by official ruling, you are not allowed down in the basement. That part of the basement. It's like a secret room. It's a
Not
secret
the
room.
basement.
I know it's not the fucking basement. I'm just telling them it's part of the basement. Okay, makes things easier. Don't fuck with my jive. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Becca just does the way of like, yes, tell them not to go in the basement instead of not going to the storage room under the stairs. That makes perfect sense.
Beezus looks back. Anyway, forbidden, both of you.
Points
And
forbidden. Points forbidden.
until Jane gets proper clearance. Now, I know it looks like I'm talking. I'm not.
Hmm.
Okay.
I have a direct link to Guru of my bloodline. So I can hear them in my head. Due to spiritual bullshit, you can't. I know that seems highly unlikely. And
So-
of course, that I am not finished, Wendy.
She just go on.
But I have been possessed by these things before. Ask Beckett. It happened. It was comical. I'm sure we'll all have a good laugh about it.
She snorts into her margarita.
But this is the home of my ancestors, and we Guru can contact our ancestors if we're lucky. I am unfortunately.
How do you do that?
They just appear. For me, at least. Because, was this guy's home originally. So, while the concern is appreciated for my mental health, I am far more sane than you two are. So, forbidden until Jane gives it access.
Jane, what's his face? I can't even remember what I'm doing now. Jason's tapping his lips again. He's like, an insane person would say that, wouldn't they?
They would, but thankfully I'm not insane. So, I can even tell you the guy's name. His nickname, his deed name was The Knife. Shadow Lord Ragabash.
Like you.
Jason kind of shrugs. Yeah, that checks out.
This was his knife.
Like Wendy's nodding slowly, like something just sort of clicked in her head. Like, oh, okay. So yeah, okay. So it makes sense that he would talk to you through your blood or whatever.
Yeah, like me, Wendy. Pats her on the head. Now, get away from the forbidden stairs. Go on. Move. Back up. At least 10 paces.
Yeah. No, when she's
Or the fetish will blow up.
Like, wait,
I'm deadly
what,
serious.
Really?
They will. If you go near them, they are quite volatile. They will blow up.
Okay. Come on, Jason. Come on.
As the knife leans over and goes, the funny part is you're only so wrong.
Jason picks up his pitcher of margaritas and drinks some right out of the pitcher. He's like, I don't fucking know about this.
There's not a lot left in there, buddy. You might as well just drink it out of the pitcher. Becca's been having a blast while you guys were looking around.
Jason's just like, I'm concerned. He just walks away. Walks over to Becca, like, here you go, bae. Hands her the fucking the big ass hunting knife.
Are you sure it's not gonna blow up?
No, that's one of the safe ones.
Oh,
It's a
hot
regular-
shit.
It's a regular knife. Take it, bae.
Oh, you're so good to me.
Yeah, it does the hi. It just echoes.
Hattie! Fucking Jesus.
It's gonna come downstairs in her fucking helmet and shotgun.
She totally does. You hear her like scramble off the fucking balcony, like, oh, fucking little feet.
I got you a dress.
Oh, where did you get a dress?
I found it and I thought it was perfect for you.
Oh, yeah. Heidi is the ooh.
There you go. Why don't you go try it on?
I'm gonna just up the stairs.
Smirking to himself, like, it's gonna keep her occupied for most of the day.
Oh yes, it is. Considering the involvement of getting older dresses on, it's like you hand her the dress. There's layers that go with this. There's a system.
Looks over at Becca. Do you want a dress?
Well, one of them old timey dresses you can't move in.
I'm just saying. I can get you one.
Do you know what? How about first you check out the blowing up stuff and
I'm just asking, do you want to? Is he sitting down, going to get polish?
and you know what? For now, I'm pretty happy with this. This is nice. She's actually pulling it out, taking a look at it. You know, really good fucking repair considering how old this place is.
It's like specifically designed to keep them stable.
Huh. It's fucking
Shadow-
weird.
Shadow Lord.
It's fucking weird. I mean, I love it, but it's fucking weird.
I'm just saying, Becca. If you want to dress down there,
You know what? First, I am going to love this and hug it and make it mine, and then we'll look at weird old dresses. The sus look is so Becca.
Grinning. They'll, he will take care of the blade, of course. Polishes it, does all this. You know what I mean? Does all the basic maintenance.
Oh yeah, it's one of those things where you can just take care of the metal, take care of the handle, take care of the sheath, wipe it down with a fucking even Becca hops up. She has stuff for taking care of leather. Comes back and tosses him the fucking bottle of essentially leather soap and polish.
Oh yeah, he does. He takes time doing all that shit. Totally sends Susie a picture of the dress, going, look what I found that you'd like.
Susie sends back essentially first it's the face, but then it's the please tell me your gang didn't just raid an antique shop.
No, it's actually found one of them. Oh, you actually say I found an old compartment in the mansion place. So
Oh shit!
they're all well preserved and all that.
You can tell she's like, hold on. And she scrolls up and just stares at this picture fucking Jesus, this is really good condition.
Do you want it?
It's just yes, all caps.
All right then. I'll bring it over.
The fucking what are the kids getting up to? I'm scared.
Staring at the forbidden stairs.
Are you at least gonna close the panel?
Yeah, he does. Yeah. He just
Wendy's-
looks at him dead in the eye and just kicks the panel closed.
Wendy has scampered off and started an arts and crafts project. It's a danger sign.
Danger, explosive fetishes. Nobody could possibly misunderstand what that means. I'm sorry, it was too good to pass up.
Just imagine Jason just doing that fucking Futurama gif where he's just staring the fucking stair with the panel closed.
While doing the concerned hands.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I see you.
Jason. What time of day is it?
It's well into it's past evening and into night. Then again, your days are kind of what you make them, considering you don't have school to go to or a job. You can be as nocturnal as you want.
Well, Jason's probably pissed off that he didn't get any of these margaritas, really, so he's gonna go make another pitcher.
You just made that
Good
into full
man.
life, Becca.
She did. She drank half that pitcher on her own. I'm curious, is any of this getting leaked to Bill?
Nope.
Bill's too busy
He's
having
having
tequila.
margaritas and tequila with his totally not office assistant.
Jason sends a picture of the margarita pitcher to Bill after it's made.
Oh my god.
He heard them yelling.
Oh shit, we went through the bottle.
Nicole's like, yeah.
What the
You're a
fuck, dude?
drunk.
Why did we go through the bottle?
Because it was only half a bottle. There's two of us. It's a quarter of a bottle each. It's fine.
That's a lot of tequila.
I know. That means you're a drunk.
You're like half my size. That's double tequila for you.
No, I'm still gonna go with you're the drunk. They've got this totally under control.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is that why this other bottle of tequila is magically in front of us now? He got up and got it.
Fucking magic.
I
Just a little
am,
like jazz hands.
I am a great magician. Your clothes are red.
Oh, my shirt's black. He like looks down.
Your clothes are black.
Oh shit.
Yes. He's opening the next bottle.
Yeah, fuck it. You and Nicole get fucking wasted.
Yeah.
You beautiful bastard. It's
Works
good thing there's all those
closed.
limes.
Tomorrow, Sunday, something.
Yep. It's fucking Easter tomorrow, anyways. Let's
Yep,
get the
Easter is holiday. Let's get drunk.
fuck yes.
All right. So he turns on the TV. Okay. Mission Impossible 2. All right. We got to pace ourselves. We'll just drink every time Tom Cruise blinks.
Oh my god, I'm gonna
Nah.
die.
45 minutes later, I have regretted everything.
I'm dying.
Yeah. Special note, as someone who's tried that, Tom Cruise blinks a lot more than you'd think in that movie.
Oh my god.
You would think that would not be a frequent occurrence. It is a bizarrely frequent occurrence when you start looking for it. He blinks a lot in Mission Impossible 2. He practically flutters his eyelashes every second he's on screen.
It's one of those things where you guys get like 5 minutes and you're like, okay, how about every like 5 blinks?
We gotta find somebody else.
He's a very
This is the blinking.
feminine, delicate woman.
Fluttering his eyelashes. I don't understand why.
She's fucking like slowly tilting. Like I don't know.
We're too drunk to try the rock drinking game, and there's too many rules.
Oh, what? Let's do an easy game.
Oh,
She like
no, any
flops
easy
over to
game.
like lean against the arm of the couch, puts her feet on your lap. Like yes, like just
All-
lays her
all-
legs across his lap.
He just lets it happen. All of my drinking games are Byzantine and made of punishment.
Oh my god, you're the worst at this.
I don't know. We are drunk. Burps.
Starts fucking giggling because everything's funny when you're drunk enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys end up like watching some sort of like stupid series show or like cartoon where it's, you know, drink every time this character fucks up or something, or every time like I don't know, Kenny dies. Like, I don't
God,
know.
it would be South Park.
It's gonna be something utterly ridiculous.
Perfect.
Nice. Are you putting the moves on Nicole, Bill?
Doesn't no, because he actually does feel like that's kind of iffy because he's like her boss.
Yeah, well, she just ends up like crossing like appropriate lines as far as like she is very physically comfortable with you at this point. Like thus the flapping half across you. Like yes, you are comfy now. This is
Yeah.
the best.
Now he lets that happen, but he doesn't like try to jump her bones or anything.
Aw, Bill's such a good guy. Good guy, Bill.
He certainly tries.
Jason, you have a whole picture of Margarita to yourself. You've won the day. Unless
Jason
Becca
just
sees
goes-
it, then you're fucking doomed.
Yeah, he's not giving her anymore. She's had enough. So yeah, Jason's probably gonna take his picture and sit out on the porch.
Nice. Drinking out of the pitcher.
True fucking redneck style. Like he's gone full native.
Oh my god. Anton, getting up to anything else there, buddy?
Enjoyed the fucking harem that is his house at the minute. That's probably what he's gonna do. Like Becca, look at this jacket, man. Like look at this shit.
Oh my
Like
lord.
Like that type of shit.
Oh my lord. Beautiful.
Like yeah, that's what I thought I was gonna do. Like, hey Becca, you want to try on this jacket while you're naked? Yeah, that type of shit. You know what I mean?
Becca is suddenly naked. Give me the jacket. Fucking.
Yeah, pretty much how he is. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Oh lord. All right. Would anyone else like to do anything else? I'm gonna take
Nope.
the silence as a
Nope,
no.
nope. I think that's about it.
All right. Well, then with that, we will end our scene.